We're back with more of the slow descent of Mr. Brink into villainy and the beginning of Steve Blum's villain career. He's not even doing his gravelly voice yet. That's the really funny part, at least to me. One second, I just realized I need to jot something down because I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. That'll be a thing later. All right. Game go. So, did we already try going down here? Apparently we can't. Okay. Good to know. We can't murder him yet for some reason. I did actually make a sandwich. And that may sound like a small thing, but my sandwiches are really good. So, yes, I had a good lunch. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Looks like the warranty must have run out on this light bridge. Okay, so maybe it needs a little more adjustment. If at first you don't succeed.
I had turkey today, which is new for me. I usually don't have sliced turkey. But it was this lemon broasted thing, and I had to try it. Today was a simple thing, as it always is, really. I had the usual, basically. It was pretty much my bog standard. Really sharp horseradish mustard, 2 speared Clausens. Yeah, lemoned turkey, which cooked up really well with the provolone, which I put in between the slices. And so forth and so on. Shredded lettuce, tomatoes, chopped onions, crisp, have to be crisp. And I think that's it. I've said this before, I know, to you, Mr. Red, because I've actually told this to you specifically. The key is to cook everything. Don't just flag it all on the bread and call it good. Browned the bread in the pan after I had already cooked the turkey in it, so some of the turkey seeped into the bread a little bit. And got a little bit of mustard in between the slices this time. It was just trying something out a little bit different. So some of the mustard kind of cooked into the turkey. It was really good. I'm going to remember that one for the future. Another thing I like to do is I like to put... so I have to do this in a specific order. If I want to do this, I have to do the bread first. So I can't do anything with the bread. So I just have to cook the bread. Pull that out. But then I put in like a slice of meat. Doesn't really matter. Slice of meat. Slice of cheese. Slice of meat. And then jalapenos. And then slice of meat. Slice of meat. At least two slices of meat on either side, right? And cook that right there. But with the jalapenos right in the middle. And if I'm really feeling it, I'll put some jalapeno juice poured over the meat as well. And that way I will effectively have jalapeno meat. It will suffuse into the meat, and it will be really good. Yeah. So that's actually why I don't do it all that often, Mr. Ed. I don't have a lot of time to cook in my life right now. So you might find this funny, Frieza. This is funny. Yet you say that, guess how many calories my sandwiches are, Robostal? Go ahead and guess. So I glanced at the walkthrough, because I just talked to Brink, right? I'm like, all right, well, what's it say to do next? Click the gold scepter and okay, and I stopped right there. Because I don't even have a gold scepter, and I'm like, got it! I have definitely gone off track. Yeah, it's about 250 to 300, depending. It can go up if I use more slices of cheese, because cheese is actually a surprisingly large increase in calories. But cheese is also a healthy source of calories if you do it right, so it's not really a bad deal. Yeah, I don't eat much. I'm all big and gross and fat, but... Yeah, I know I'm not technically fat. I look fat, which drives me bonkers, because it's actually more irritating. At least if I was fat, I could say I'm fat. I'm not fat, I just look like... Anyway, sorry, moving on. Point being, I don't eat much. And I've decided to conquer the world. Yeah, I decided to stop starving myself. It was working. I was losing weight, but it was extraordinarily unpleasant. And I decided, you know what, even if I was gaining weight, which I'm not, but even if I was, that's not worth it. Cost, benefit. Everything's an economic equation. Cost, benefit. And that wasn't worth it. I don't know off the top of my head, as it is. I have a lot of skin. That's one of my biggest issues. Like this right here. You've probably seen me from the side. I'm absolutely humiliated by this. You see this giant chunk of thing? This is just skin right here. That's all it is. There's no fat here. Not 1 gram of fat is on my neck. And if I actually flexed my neck, you can't see it this time, but if I actually flex my neck, this is solid muscle. I have an extremely strong neck. But it sure doesn't look like it. It looks terrible. It's something my sister and I have argued about several times. I am actually quite healthy. I just don't look good. And, I mean, we've talked about that several times, you know. We've talked about that on show, even. There is a big difference between looking like Chris Evans in the MCU, which is, by the way, extraordinarily unhealthy, and looking like me. What's in my inventory right now? So I'm also missing a rod. Oh, I know, OctoG. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, seriously, do look up what the MCU diet is. It's actual torture. It's actually horrific what they go through. Like, I mean, oh, no, they get paid millions to do it, so whatever. But I'm just saying, it's really bad. They are very likely doing long-term and, indeed, possibly permanent damage to their bodies with the crap they go through to look like that for 6 months at a time. Or, sorry, 6 weeks at a time. And yeah, cutting is what that's called, Tigzar. When you cut water, your skin retracts. Your whole body kind of retracts. Like, if I was to cut right now, and then, you know, take off my shirt, you'd be like, oh my god, you're so ripped. But my muscles haven't increased. All that's changed is my skin has started kind of clinging closer to me because its elasticity is going down, right? So I look better, but it's actually substantially worse. Oh, I've actually seen that one, Russ, because I was curious with regards to 300. Anyways, yeah, I should probably actually... Now to do the Dragon Guard one. Ah! I don't actually know what to do. Let me think about this. Yeah, like another thing that irritates me, I look like I have a big belly. I don't. This is solid muscle. Like, this is just, right? But it's this big old thing, right? I have a barrel stomach. Drives me bonkers because I hate how it looks. But again, it is straight up muscle. And God, it irritates the crap out of me. Where was the rat room? That was at so there's the tomb spire. There's the museum spire. What's this spire? Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay. Yes, exactly, Mr. Red. In fact, you might be a little surprised at how solid it will be. Now, there is actually an issue there. I've talked about this on camera before. I forget what it's called. Bragwin knows the name. The muscles in my abs are like this instead of like this. Now, that is wrong. That is a deformity. And I'm reasonably certain at this point I would actually need surgery to fix that. Because sometimes stretching can fix it and sometimes it can't. But other than that, yeah, no. My stomach is solid. I forget which one I have specifically, Bragwin, but yeah, you know the thing I'm talking about. And yeah, I agree with both Tigzar and Frieza. Why can't we just CG people to look all muscly? Emphasis on look. We actually talked about this during the Witcher 3 run, too. I'm sorry if we keep talking about this. But Geralt, he looks ripped, right? I mean, again, Geralt is, first of all, he's superhuman, but second of all, that's someone who is very much on the cut side of things. Whew. And again, you think cut is a good thing, but as I just indicated, it's really not. Yeah, exactly. Geralt literally looks like he's starving. Or like a Death Knight. That's actually a great way to put that. That's an excellent way to phrase that. For those of you familiar with Warcraft. Yeah, I said it on the Witcher 3 run. I am actually probably literally stronger than Geralt if he wasn't superhuman in real life. I know that's a couple asterisks to get there, but I'm just making the point there. Alright, what have I gotten in the meantime? So I lost the rod. Nope, the rod's right there. Never mind. Have I gotten anything new since then? Oh, no, Mr. Red. No, 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 no. Please remember that Death Knights... Well, let me walk that back. Death Knights have tiers like everyone else. That's true, Dream Whisperer. But, Death Knights, like actual PC level Death Knights, you know, Ebon Blade Elites Death Knights, those are some of the most skilled and powerful entities, on the planet. The Death Knights are very high tier. I actually, I agree with that, Loner. It is probably partially because of his unique metabolism and physiology, which is why he looks like he's constantly starving. I don't know if the books go into the dietary needs for a Witcher. That's an interesting thing to think about, though. So I've got a panel, hole, another hole, and a bowl. I'm joking, there's no bowl. Oh, no kidding, Ross. Although, yeah, I mean, that's another... I've actually been told many times I have the build of a boxer. Like, just giant shoulders, giant upper body, huge chest, giant arms, big old barrel chest. My legs don't fit. I'm all deformed. My legs look real... Like, it's solid muscle. I don't have a single ounce of fat or loose skin on my legs, but... It's just, my legs don't look as big as the rest of me. It's really quite strange. Like, I have a small legs and giant upper body. It's really gross looking. Oh, I know, Robostall. I'm guessing you weren't here for this. So, I'm not going to bore you with the whole story, Robostall, especially since we should probably actually start to play the game. But, I wasn't literally starving. I was very, very carefully and very precisely managing exactly what I ate and where. Now, I was eating very little food. It was something like 750 calories a day, for perspective. But, you know, that's actually a good point. I'm not sure, Trihexia. I'm legitimately not sure, because that was back in 2004. It's been a while. Anyways. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't want to sound... I don't know what to call it. I don't want to sound a certain way. But I do have to admit that one of the things that quietly irritates me is the unrealistic expectations of physical appearance that has been getting worse as of late. I mean, I mentioned the MCU kind of in brief, but I want you to understand that the MCU diet, well, it is not new. That's been around since the 90s. Actually, it's been around since the 60s. They just called it something different back then. But the MCU diet has really exploded its popularity and has really changed a lot of people's perspective on what physically fit is, what attractive looks like, etc. And, you know, like, I'm not really a fan of that. For male or female, I should probably mention. Obviously, I'm referring to myself, who's a guy. But, yeah. What's the MCU diet? I couldn't summarize it. You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up. There's so much crap they go through. I agree that Instagram has made things worse. I agree with that completely. Especially since so many people just cheat to look better. Which I know sounds like a weird statement. Oh, it's so much worse than that, Mr. Egg. So much worse. You should see, if you really want to know how bad the MCU diet is, look what Dwayne Johnson does right before a shoot. Now, I like Dwayne Johnson, but wow. Okay, hey, son of Sanguinius, thank you always very much. Much appreciated. I'll jot that down for Spas Marine 2. Yeah, it's just gross. I'm reminded, I don't know why we're still on this topic. I'm reminded of a questionable content comic where Marigold is talking about some of her female guildmates in WoW and how they look so pretty. And I can't remember his name. He's left the show since then, but he actually started going through so they do this to make this look better, and they do this to make this, because there's all sorts of cheats, right? I'm not even talking about CGI or photoshopping, which is also done. There's just different ways you can slant the body or angle yourself or change the camera or change the lighting, and there's the clothing you can wear, and there's all sorts of cheats you can do. And it's actually funny. If I can give a piece of commentary here, which I know sounds crude, but I absolutely don't mean it like that. You can tell if someone's really attractive physically. Obviously, this doesn't apply to mentality and emotions and all the stuff that actually matters. But you can tell if someone's actually physically attractive when they're naked. When there's nothing else. No cheats, no nothing. That's when you see what they actually look like. Not that you obviously want to do that on a regular basis, but I have found that to be true many times in my life. I knew a girl, a woman, I guess I should say, because she was like 21 at the time, where I was also 21. We were dating, and she looked frumpy. She wore big baggy shirts and big baggy sweaters and nothing. She is probably the second most attractive woman I've seen in my life. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's all the Greeks' fault. First they had to come up with Zeus, and then they had to run their economy. Frickin' Greeks. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what that is, Dream Whisperer. I can't speak to that. God damn it. So I did.
Short metal dowel.
I just Googled that because I was like, I can't figure out anything to do we haven't done. Oh, questionable content is the name of the thing. Can someone spell that out for me, please? So I was like, there's nothing else I could do. So I glance at the walkthrough, and I have it at this spot. And it's like, hey, get the dowel. What dowel? We apparently missed the dowel earlier. So now we have another thing. Thank you, Mr. Red and Braven.
A short metal dowel.
Okay, we have the dowel. Let's put that here.
That's a nice fit.
Yay. That's true, Loner. That is true.
I can't use these two things together.
Actually, let's try this. I was just making fun of the Greek thing anyways. I mean, you notice I mentioned the economy and Zeus, so I figured that was obvious. So now we have a hook.
The pole with the hook is balanced on that pivot.
I agree about the May thing. But then again, I know some people who think questionable content has fallen off. I am not one of those people. It's been getting rather robot heavy, but he hasn't just been throwing robots out because, woo, robots are neat. He's been doing a lot of world building and a lot of character building with what AI would actually mean, and I've actually been completely down to all of it. I will freely admit I have kind of been thinking about borrowing some of the ideas from my own stuff. I'm probably not going to, because the very way that my AI are built is different from his, but, you know. I do love puzzle games. Speaking of which, let's just look up the walkthrough. I think I've wasted enough time sitting here talking about body image for a minute. Really? Okay, sure. Rib cage on hook. Sure. Oh, so that's next. Rib cage on hook, and then rod with cage.
If only I had some bait for this trap. But I'll just have to play sheepdog.
Sure. No, yeah, I'm not sure how far in or not in or anything I am, because as I've already mentioned, I've literally already been at a point where I shouldn't be yet, at least according to the walkthrough, probably because it's, non-linear. Yeah.
There's something moving in here.
Run, little thing. Run. Gonna get you.
The last time I was small enough to get into...
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at as this. Okay, so I gotta sneak him into there. So let's see.
A lot of useless junk collected by that little thief.
Let me just pull up my phaser. You know what I love about the Star Trek adventure games? The phaser is almost never the solution. In fact, you can game over probably about 90% of the time using a phaser. Something about that irritated the crap out of me when I was a kid.
A lot of useless junk collected by that little...
You can walk around the bottom? Would be my answer to that. Oh god, you can. Nope, hang on. There we go. Oh, nope, hang on. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. We scared him to the right. And he's gone. We lost him! Alright, hang on.
There's something moving. Shut tight and solid.
No, don't. Okay, he's over there. Let's go all the way around. Hang on. Let's approach from the left. There we go.
Now I've got you.
Dinner.
If I let you out, you'll head for the place where you hide nice shiny machinery parts. The only trouble is, how am I gonna follow you?
That's a good question.
A thin metal rod.
I can kill it and then resurrect it. Or, I can do this. I finally have a use for that frickin' bracelet. Oh my god, Frieza. So I want all of you in chat to imagine getting to this point without that bracelet. For those of you who don't remember, we got that bracelet way back at the first crater. Oh, that's awful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that, Yeah, that right there.
Roam free, wherever your thieving little heart desires.
That might qualify.
It's indicating to the right.
to your right, which is, of course, my left. Oh, that is mean.
It's indicating to the left of me.
Oh, now you clarify.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old.
I mean, you're not going to argue that negative down, Fab Alex. I'm sorry. We might not give a Moon Logic negative, but this game has already earned a walkthrough-itis negative. It's not been as bad as I've seen. There's been worse. But we're also not done with the game yet. Okay.
It's indicating to the right. The last time I was small enough...
Okay.
Sorry, friend, but your little house is about to get a big front door.
I will admit about 90% of the puzzles have made a decent amount of sense.
That looks big enough to squeeze through.
Maybe more like 60%. Hello? Computer?
It's got to be right under here. This is where the tracker's pointing.
Well, then let's do it.
What if I hadn't brought this shovel along? No, that's not worth thinking about.
I mean, we've used it, what, 6 times now? Hey,
The critter sure didn't like that.
I figured out the crystal thing.
Down one of his tunnels.
I did. I didn't look that up. I was just like, all right, drop in the thing. Okay, whatever, walk away. Oh, the trams are off. Got it. I guess that's not true. I didn't figure out the light, how to turn the crystals back on thing, so... Never mind, I take it back. I'm stupid.
Now maybe I can get the door open.
Okay, we has tool. Anything else in here before I leave? Critter hole.
It's the critter's empty nest.
Let's destroy it!
It's the critter's empty nest.
Aw. Meanwhile, Brink is off building... I don't even know what at this point. The homunculus? Or that stupid thing from Dead Space?
Now with any luck, this will work. It's missing a part.
But I just used the thing on it. What part are you missing?
I can't use these two things together. Shut tight and solid.
Yeah, probably something to do with crystals. Probably a doomsday machine, which is probably a mind control tower. None of those are mutually exclusive.
Now let's get this thing closed up and see if it works.
You know what? That would make sense for Hexion.
Open sesame.
We found some things. There's the green rod. There's a green door?
Another one of these engraved sticks.
That's probably yellow, isn't it? Because there is no yellow, remember? But this is probably the yellow door. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get the screenshot right now. For when we get there. So at the very least, we probably have one more thing we could do right now. Let's see what else is in here.
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
So we've got 2 scepters, gold and silver, hey.
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
But what about the other scepter?
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
But where's the electrical charge being stored?
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
But how many scepters are there?
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
But what kind of electrical is it?
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
Well, what kind of charge is it?
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oof. Okay, so we got a planet, a large moon, a small moon. Let's do planet first. Okay, large moon. Does nothing. Small moon. Does nothing.
It's a depiction of the largest moon of this planet.
Also, is this an aqueous body?
It's a representation of the smallest moon of this planet.
No, Robostal. And also, I was about to say, is this just a vision, or did I just stop the moon from orbiting? Moons, excuse me.
It depicts a planet and its moons. It's the ceiling of the dome.
Okay. I don't actually remember, so someone help me out. Was it the big covering the small, or the small covering the big? You remember it's one of the only things we hadn't solved back at the museum level? And I remember it, but I don't remember which is which. I guess I just try both. There. It doesn't feel that way, so let's try the other way. No, it is small in front of big. Yay, we did it. Everything's done forever.
It's a representation of the smallest moon of this planet.
Now I'm hearing different options in chat. I don't know. Let's try the other way. There we go. What's this one do? Oh. Oh, a little further up. There we go. I didn't realize how the controls worked at first there. Okay. Let's try straight over here. A little more down. A little more up. There. I don't know, Crazy Norse. Or maybe it didn't used to be, but now it is. I don't know. Okay, well, there's two other options here. Let's try both. Oh, back. There we go. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I noticed it's kind of interesting in how it moves. Like, I can't just move it in a direction. I have to click where it wants to go, but if it's, like, on it, it doesn't quite move, so... There we go. Let's try to get the... Oh, you son of a...
Why is that door closing? He didn't steal that part again, did he? I'm trapped in here?
Well, that's a hell of a way to die. Well, thankfully...
Ah! The controls still work on this side.
I'm just checking the walkthrough to make sure there's nothing else in here, because I'm afraid I won't be able to get back in here when I'm done. Looks like no. Oh, yep. We appear to be down here. I think it's just debris, but good eye. Oh, there's also a plate. Why did the walkthrough not mention the plate? I was about to leave, too. Jesus Christ.
I can see outside.
I've decided that all walkthroughs are trash. That's reality now. That's canon. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, go ahead and tell me when to save Crazy North so I can poke at him. This is not where I want to be. I want to be this way. This way. We'll do green while we're here. Which I believe is this one. I think. Is this green? Green, everyone? Everyone who's not me. Still green. You know, I just realized all those issues I have with my body I could fix if I just had a life crystal. And then I would feel better than ever. I would feel truly incredible. I'd feel more alive than I've ever felt. You should try the crystal too. I would be above mere humans. I would become... God, I don't know. Something better than mere human. Okay, so that was green. I think it's all of them. I must succumb. When I do, your universe will be changed forever. Because I'll have, you know, taken over the world by that point, so kind of logical progression of events. Tram should work, because we did that already. Never succumb. Laura, don't change your appearance, but it's okay if you take over the world. Okay. It's in the archives channel. Excuse me, it's in the archives page on the website, Starbreeze Twitch, but I did remove it from general sorting because it's a crap rumination that needs to be deleted, but people kept begging me not to delete it, so I didn't delete it. I don't look evil. Do I look evil? Be honest with me. Do I look evil? Where's my adorable shark? Come here. Come here, adorable shark. Do I... How do you, like... Do I look evil to you? But she's so cute! She's so cute! How can I be evil? How can this be evil? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, absolutely. All my ruminations are crap. You kidding me? That's a good point, Crazy Norse. We should just kill Brink and Maggie. I mean, Karen. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I continue to be impressed by this game's visuals. A fact I stand behind. I mean, look at this. Yellow, orange, purple. That's it. I mean, if you want to argue, there's also blacks for shading, but I would argue that doesn't qualify. This is just shading and tinting. Look at that. Look at that. This is one of the reasons I talk so much about how you use graphics, not just the graphics themselves, not just the raw fidelity, but the actual design going into it. Look at that! I'm sorry to gush. It's just, this is really good. Now, I have an itch on my elbow, which is one of the weirdest places to have an itch. Arrgh. There we go. That is true. I don't like cats or dogs. Therefore, I am evil. I accept this. I'll never be sorry. Or not be sorry? I'll never not be sorry? And yeah, this is brilliant down here. You know what I love most about this? And I know this sounds like such a strange statement. I need to write this down for the room. This is something worth talking about. Hang on. So, like that. No, and no, respectively, Hari. This screen serves no gameplay purpose that I'm aware of, and it's not the first one we've seen like that. There are plenty of establishing shots, vista areas, which are just there because they look pretty, because they look cool, and they help establish the scene, right? There's no gameplay here. Now, here's the thing. That could be a bad thing, if not for the fact that you can do that. And that. Boom. And just skip right through it. So there's no irritation on the gameplay angle, and there's additive to the story angle. That's brilliant. I'm sorry. That's such a minor thing, but that is why I like LucasArts, because they actually thought about things and actually designed stuff. I talk so much about design when it comes to gameplay, and that's a good example of that right there. Such a little thing. Anyways, and I'm totally going to talk about that on the room. And if you want to walk through it, then you can. You can just click and enjoy the view as you walk through it. Like I've done pretty much every screen so far. Like this. $1995, although it was worked on from '89 onwards. Okay, so we got a panel. Opening. Hellvines. Alright, what do we got? Oh, really? This is purple. This is purple. It has to be. Hang on. Purple. Yeah, speaking of which, F's in chat for LucasArts. Because... was purple the first door? But there's a purple door, right? Or a blue door. It's like the only door we haven't opened so far back in the Nexus. I think. Yeah, exactly, Frieza. That's why I figured this was the panel for that door. Yeah, F is... okay, so there's actually a weird and semi-complicated history. There's this one video game, it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And there's a moment where you have to hit the F button in order to pay respect. And someone turned that into a meme. But for whatever reason, that stopped being a meme and a joke and a mockery somewhere along the line. And it started becoming an actual way for people to say... I am showing respect for this passing. You know, like if a major character dies, or if there's a death of a franchise, or if there's a death of a studio, people will say F, and generally speaking, at least in circles I tend to navigate, that means they mean it. That is showing respect. So before we muddle with that, because I'm not 100% on that, but... That's true, loader. And yeah, that's true. I have actually seen it used mockingly, now that I think about that. You know. Oh man, I totally just owned that guy. For example.
Just needs a little adjustment. Okay, so maybe it needs a little more adjustment. Another broken light bridge. It still doesn't work. Must be something wrong inside the control panel. If at first you don't succeed, another broken light bridge. It must be...
Internet culture is actually fascinating to think about. Horrible, terrible, awful, and disgusting, but interesting.
Another broken... It still must be... If at first you don't succeed.
I'm gonna try one last time. So I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Yep, okay.
Another must...
Okay,
It won't do anything. I can't use these two things together.
maybe Crazy Horse. Although the core problem would still be there. Yeah, I know he mentioned a panel. Oh, there it is. God, I didn't even see that earlier. There we go.
So this is what's in the guts of these machines.
By the way, funny thing, everyone predicted in my announcement thing that the thing I would screw up on the most is the turtle puzzle, the thing we're already past.
Another broken light bridge. It still doesn't work. Must be...
Okay, well, that isn't it, so... I do that, no. I don't know, Kira White Noise, but everyone in the comment section was like, oh my god, he's going to screw up on that puzzle. I did screw up once. I will freely admit that. Because I think I had one bone wrong somewhere, and I'm still not even sure. I should have checked the VOD to see what I screwed up. Because it's probably just literally the bone was in the right place, but flipped the wrong way. Okay, so logically that means it has to go over here. Looks like it only fracts once, though. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Perfect! All but one. I'm gonna Google it. That's... Google, you're the one. You make pastime so much fun. Might have been von Falkenstein. With the advantage of hindsight, there's actually shading on the bones to tell you which direction they should face. So I'm pretty sure I could tell immediately at a glance what is there. That does not surprise me, Mr. Red. I hope her heat is not out. That's the part that really matters there. Remind her to stay safe and warm in the blizzard. I don't know, Google's been doing a good job of taking over the world for me, so I'd have a lot more work to do without Google. There we go. Okay, so.
Pretty impressive for someone who never took a class in alien physics.
What's dumb is I didn't actually realize I could flip that. It didn't look like I could. That's why I looked it up. But sure enough, I was actually right about my initial placement. That's almost irritating. Who's more evil, Google or Disney? What's longer? 155,000 meters or 4,999 meters? In fact, I actually have a phrase for that. I call that inches amongst miles. But yes, Nestle is the answer. Nestle... I speak ill of a lot of corporations, but Nestle can go to hell. Just straight to hell. Yeah, no, Nestle is not just damaging. Nestle is actually evil. Like, wow. I mean, yeah, there's the child slavery thing. I mean, that's just minor, right? So, it's actually more horrible than whatever you're thinking right now. The thing is, certain countries in the world don't have rules about labor laws with regards to age of workers. So Nestle is one of the companies that will actively go out of their way to farm out some of their procedures, operations, and stuff to those countries, and then hire them at super cheap. And guess what kind of workers those countries and those I keep on using the word factories, but I'm not sure what places of work use in order to keep those operations going. Although, if I'm being honest, while that is probably more personally evil, what they are trying to do and have been doing for years now with water is actually probably more macroscopically evil. So they hit both sides of things.
Amazing map system. You don't even have to refold it when you're done.
I don't know if I'd call that amazing or even useful, but whatever. Oh, that was purple. Hang on. Yeah, the water thing is just... I don't even know what to say about the water thing, honestly. But that's why one of the biggest reasons I tend to bring up the Hills argument is the first thing I go for is Nestle. If you want to eat Nestle's chocolate, that's fine. Go for it. You know, I mean, I don't do that, and I don't want to do that, but I'm not going to judge you for doing it. There's only so many hills, right? That's the whole point of that argument. There are only so many hills that you can stand on. So I gotta say that correctly. There's actually a bajillion hills. That's the problem. There's only so many you can actually stand on and defend. You can, Von Falkenstein. It takes work. I don't actually like chocolate that much, ironically. Like, that's not even a recent thing. I've never been a big chocolate person. That's more my family side of things. I like minty stuff. Or fruity flavored stuff. Yeah, I know a lot of people really don't like mint or peppermint or anything like that. Those people are wrong, and will be purged once I conquer this pathetic planet and make it pure with the life crystals. I didn't say I don't like chocolate. It's not like coffee. It's just not my thing. Like, I'll eat chocolate if you give me chocolate. Maybe. If I have something to recover from, because chocolate actually really hurts my throat. So I don't know if I have to do all 4 of these, but I'm doing it just in case. Like, I don't think it's telling me anything, and I've already been to all these places, but whatever. Oh, I love mint chocolate. I do actually really like mint chocolate. Oh yeah, Nestle is one of those companies that most people aren't even aware of how much they own.
So there is more to that crypt than I first thought.
Aha! Apparently there's something in the crypt. Yay. Which one's the tomb? There it is. Hey, Brink! How you doing, buddy? Yeah, look up all the things Hasbro owns sometimes for another example of just, it's weird how many things they own.
I thought those moons were in a synchronous orbit. What could have caused the moons to move?
Oh my god, I was joking earlier.
It's the lens I uncovered.
Okay, whatever, let's go over here.
Whoa. The stone is... For a minute there, I thought I'd raise the dead. Again. Apparently they still wanted dead guys to be able to get a tan. That should hold it.
I like how he does that automatically. Probably because I've already figured it out.
I worry this statue is life-sized.
Yep, that's probably the people who used to...
I hope I don't get kicked out for destroying the exhibit.
Who used to live here. Well,
Now that I know what I'm looking for, maybe I can get this slab out of the way.
Oh, that looks safe. Unfortunately not, Don Crow. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, and I've never... No, 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 don't... I played a lot of the old adventure games, but I'm not sure percentage-wise how many of them I played, because there were a lot. I tend to not remember some of them. Hello, can I, like, go? There is also chocolate that comes from people who are not horrifically evil, like Nestle. It's usually more expensive. I'll let you guess why. That's an argument I hear economists give all the time. Well, of course insert place here has terrible working conditions and doesn't take care of their people. That's why they're cheaper. You know, as in that's a good thing. You know, that's
There's still a little flesh clinging to these old bones.
Oh god. Oh god. Should I? Should I? Well, that's not terrifying.
Oh, now suddenly we've got guard dogs. Where did he come from anyway?
Never mind on my question earlier. It's okay. I've got something for you. A giant tusk.
That wouldn't work with this creature.
It's okay. I've got something for you. A jawbone. New jawbone.
That wouldn't work with this creature.
No? Okay, okay. Let's go with what I was actually thinking of, which is the ribs. Have some food.
That wouldn't work with this creature.
Nope. Okay. Are you a god? No.
That wouldn't work with this creature.
I actually thought that was a humanoid alien at first.
That wouldn't work with this creature.
Yeah, I know that, Crazy Norse, but, like, I'm terrified.
That wouldn't work.
And I'm always playing a Necromancer in every game I play. What is up with that?
That wouldn't work with.
It's almost like that I secretly am. Just really horrifically evil. Sorry, everyone. My B. You want to know how evil I am? I actually have the power to conquer the world and make it better, and I refuse to on principle. That's how evil I am. Yes, that's right. I'm a badly written Superman. Alright, fine, screw it. Let's do the thing I was regretting doing earlier. Yep, it's gonna let me.
Look, it's the ugly twins.
Whoa!
That worked out rather well.
That's you. What? Here, let me resurrect them again.
Yeah, right. Like I want to revive them now, when they'd be really mad.
I'm not sure, Hari. The class I have been playing is a tank, because I usually play tanks in MMOs. I actually do have a character in ESO, although I don't remember her exact setup, so don't ask me. It's an Argonian.
A life crystal fell from this slot and resurrected that guardian creature. I can't get it open. I can't get it open.
No, don't.
That'll teach you guys not to mess with Boston Low. Space Commander.
Yes, the Argonian. If I wasn't really low on drive space right now, I'd actually install ESO and figure out what it is. Get out of the way so I can see a little better. Well, alright.
That could be a really bad idea.
No, I'm only a maid and a tank when I'm also a robot.
That could be a really bad idea. That could be a really... Prying won't do the trick. I can't use these two things. That could be a... That could be a really big... The door evaporated when the engraving touched the slot. This is the engraving we found in the shipwreck. The one the first ghost gave us. This must be where the ghost wanted us to come all along.
Believe it or not, this is actually my second idea. But I kind of like to go through the list while I'm here. Because, I mean, I'm an idiot, right? So, holy crap for being close to right. My first idea was the life crystal.
Maggie, I found something. It's far below the tomb, past some pretty ugly guards. A dead alien sealed inside a crystal pyramid.
Sounds like they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
Must have been important to him. A king or something.
Or it terrified them. Remember, this is the land of the life crystals. Dead doesn't necessarily mean dead. Maybe they were trying to keep it from being found and revived.
But this is where the ghost wanted us to go.
And?
The key to the last door was the key that the first ghost showed us, back in the ruined spaceship.
Still, you don't have a key to the pyramid, right? Besides, how do you know the ghost is our friend? Brink died by digging where the ghost pointed.
I hate not having enough information.
I'm working as fast as I can to get this stuff translated. I'm so close I can taste it.
Fine, keep working. Call me if you think of anything helpful.
Wait, I thought of something helpful. You're ugly and you smell and you're stupid. And I hate you. And I hope you die. And, I think there's also something wrong. I need to speak to you. Warm, and I don't know, if I could really just have a talk with your manager, I think we could really fix this whole thing. Oh, you're the manager. Oh. I need to have a few chats with you.
Looks like a panel. It's the remains of a huge creature. Looks like a panel.
That's a good question, Triaxia. I mean, we know they have FTL. I'll take dumbest things I've done today for 500, Alex.
It's the remains of a huge creature.
Make that 1,000. Dumbest thing I could possibly do.
He's very tall. Or I'm very short. I wish I didn't keep thinking of the term bite size. Please be friendly. I hope you're friendly. I'm certainly friendly. Let's all be friends.
Laham Chianak Trestalum, Kalatisia Nea Eklash Park.
How does it feel to be alive again after all these years? I can't believe I said something so lame.
Ratso.
They agree.
Look, can you give me any information about how my crew and I can get back to Earth? That's EARTH, third planet from a sort of smallish yellow star which is somewhere out there in space?
Ratso.
Earth mad, go home. Get it?
Laham Chianak Trestalum.
Yeah, I'm with them.
Does this mean anything to you?
Ratso.
Okay.
Well, hey, thanks. It's been great talking to you. So long. We should do this again sometime.
Kalatisia Nea
No, wait, but What?
Better tell Maggie about this.
You? Did you just kill yourself again?
Maggie. Come in, Maggie.
Yes? What?
Maggie, you won't believe what just happened.
Boston, I think I've got it. I've got the language. I can read this stuff now.
Can you speak it? Because I've got this...
But take this inscription here. I'm pretty sure it's talking about...
Maggie?
My mind must be playing tricks on me.
What were you saying about...
Ah! What are you? What do you want?
What's happening? What's going on?
Boston! Brink! Anybody!
Maggie! Brink! Come in, wherever you are, we need you. Something's happened to Maggie. Damn.
So, do you think it's Brink? Or do you think it's someone because of Brink? Oh no. The worst character in the game has been horrifically killed. Yeah, Brink's a dink. So, this was actually always a super secret operation. See, Karens are actually a parasitic species that take the appearance of other species. But you can't kill them normally. They can only be killed in a very specific way. So, all the planets and all the sentient species in the galaxy all got together and was like, okay, we're going to do this whole setup. Listen, all I'm saying, Crazy Norse, is that if Maggie died, that would be awesome. She is deserving of death. Oh, this is down here. See, Innocence has got this. If you have to kill off a character, kill off the annoying one. Yeah, the alien was sounding alien, but what it was actually saying was, "Excuse me, ma'am. The police have come to escort you out of the Walmart."
Nothing.
Which means this is actually a Walmart right here. Which, oh my god. That sounds like a short story, doesn't it? Aliens visit Earth, first place they find, Walmart.
A control console. If this is a library, then this must be where you search and retrieve data.
So, use it then.
A control console. If this is a... I can't use these two things together.
Okay, fine, don't. Well, I gotta find Karen... Twitface's corpse, so I can resurrect her. That's up to you, Mr. Red. I can't afford to pay you for either, yet, so... Depends on how much of the FF14 stuff you want to actually be there for. As I said, that's really more up to you than me.
I can't use these two things together.
Thought I did too. I've noticed there's actually something interesting about this one, and I don't know how many other adventure games have this problem. But you see this? Oh god, now it's actually not doing it. Okay, hang on. Okay, there. You see that right there? You see how it doesn't light if I go over it too quickly? Did you catch that? So, yeah, I have to actually be doing the pixel hunting at a slower pace in this particular one. I noticed this earlier, actually.
Looks like the plant has permanently broken the screen.
Oh, absolutely, Crazy Horse. I don't feel bad because she deserves to die. But it is my fault. So when I get back, I'll say, Houston, the reporter has been deleted. And everyone's like, yeah. I mean, you say that in Oceans, but I've played several adventure games where you can do this, and it will highlight when you go over it. I'm guessing it's an engine thing. Okay, so this sucks. To the walkthrough. What do we got? Okay. Listen, I just think all reporters ever should die horrifically. I don't see the problem here. Hey, Brink.
What are you doing here, Lo? I don't want you here.
Something happened to Maggie. She needs our help.
Then go help her. What I'm doing here is important.
Hey, if we felt that way about you, you'd still be dead.
You're the tough guy, Lo. You're the hero. Go do your hero activities and let me do the science.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of in Oceans. And, of course, like you say, the highlight thing, which I mentioned earlier.
What do you think you're doing?
Looking at your crystal stash is what I'm doing.
Go away. I can't be any clearer.
Brink, I know you're the villain, but you're still better than Maggie. Alright, so, let's see here. Let's go over here. Actually, I do have an idea of what to do here. Because I've already done it. I just didn't have a reason to at the time.
Come on, guys. Let's get a look at you.
No! Go away!
Yeah, no kidding. Like, we've been kind of joking about him being villainous, but he's refusing to lift a finger to help someone who might be in mortal peril. He has officially crossed the villain line.
You thief! Give those back!
I will, Brink. After you help me find Maggie.
I'm not going to waste one moment on such a meaningless task.
Yes, you will, Brink. If you ever want these life crystals back.
You're a miserable bully, Lo. Typical military mind. Pushing other people around.
Right. So follow me and do as you're told. Is that rational enough for you?
Wow. He is definitely over the villain line.
What kind of contraption has Brink made here?
Jesus. Okay, whatever. So yeah, let's go ahead and head back to... Oh god, where is that? This way, I think? It might not be this way. It might be this way. It is not this one. You... Crazy Norse, be honest. Are you actually the evil one? Because that would make so much sense. Oh my god, Crazy Norse has been against us this whole time. I knew it. No, that is villainy. I'm sorry. If you want to drop jokes for just a second. I refuse to help someone else in mortal peril in this severe level of survivalist scenario. Someone who has not only been an ally prior to now and we've worked with professionally, but is also a good chance for me to have my own survival. There's only two possibilities here. This is either straight up evil, or he's actually insane. Like his mind is just, boop, gone. One of the two. It could also be both. What am I doing here? I can't disagree with that, Crazy Norse, but that doesn't change my sentence any. So, meh. Yeah, if this is this is the Prime Directive all over again, isn't it? There's a baby. Ooh, hello. I don't like the looks of that. There's a baby in a burning car, burning and screaming to death. Are you evil for refusing to help them? Yes! Yes, you are! Moving on. God. Oh my God.
Is that you? Are you alright?
Oh.
How can she be alright? She's bound up in that web.
Okay, I don't like anything about what I'm looking at here.
A brink. Unless we want to end up where Maggie is, we've got to get by this thing.
The obvious plan is for one of us to distract him while the other one slips by.
Maybe you are thinking better. You want to sneak or distract?
I'll be the diversion.
Yeah, I kind of thought she was too, and I was about to be really upset that, because as much as I joke, I don't actually want her to die.
Come here, you phlegm, carapace, slime-faced, mucus-brained, furry-legged abductor of luminously intelligent but pulchritudinous earth women.
Quick, how many of you know what pulchritudinous means in chat right now?
Lo, you idiot! Why are you standing there?
I'm still trying to figure out what you say.
Move your silly buttocks, you fool!
I don't. I'll admit it. I do not know what that means.
Boston, where are you going? I'm over here. Don't leave me.
And I have left her. This... I don't know. What does it mean? Hang on. Pulchritudinous. It just means beautiful. That's all it means. It's just a $5 word for beautiful.
Water is pouring through that hole at a tremendous rate.
Yeah. No.
Water is pouring through that hole at a tremendous rate.
I mean, I guess that's a matter of opinion, Crazy Norse, but I stand by my statement. He is no longer on the side of worth living. And now he's dead. The end. I've always been evil. I mean, everyone in chat always calls me evil. I just gave up and said, screw it, fine. Fine, I'm evil. Whatever, die.
Where were you? This monster has me trapped.
That's a good question. Are you gonna let me do anything here, game?
What have you been doing? Playing Explorer while the monster chases poor Brink?
I'm trying to figure out how to get that monster out of here. There's a waterfall out there and a flood channel leading into here. I just don't know how yet to link them up. It looks like a grate sealing something off.
I'm gonna cut this conversation off, Crazy Horse. We're done. Moving on.
It looks like a grate sealing something off.
Like, you're drifting way off course, and I don't want to get into that. That's all that is. Everybody thinks differently, everyone has own issues, yada yada yada. There's still something very wrong with Brink. He is still acting obviously villainously here. Moving on. Okay, why? Sorry, I was reading the walkthrough because I was just confused here. Hey, Brink, what's going on?
Brink.
Did you bring me here to chat, Commander?
Never mind.
Unless you have something pertinent to talk about, don't waste my time.
Stop for a second. Although that is almost a more horrifying thought, isn't it, Crazy Horse? What if these crystals effectively produce a form of monomania in someone? Like you say, someone who gets so focused on something that they cannot multitask, even in the sense we usually don't think of as multitask. That sounds like a very creatively horrible trap you could leave for another sentient species, doesn't it? Which gives me a terrible idea for a D&D campaign, or at least a D&D trap. Walk to the fall's source. Push the rock to divert the flow of the water. Climb down, walk to the nest. Talk to Brink about the grate, which wasn't an option, and Maggie will open it when the monster gets near. Did I miss the grate here?
Brink.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Never mind.
Addicts can have that problem too. And I've encountered some of those. And
Boston, where are you going?
that's a topic I really don't want to talk about.
Leave me.
Because that gets into what qualifies as redemption. Yeah, but I couldn't not unpush the rock. Like, look, any movement off of this also resulted in the rock.
At this point, I'm ready to try any damn thing.
Got it. Like, you know me, you've seen me play Undertale. I'd like to believe that everyone can be redeemed, and that's not true. You know? Not everyone can better themselves. Not everyone can turn it around, and that's its own horrible, sad, gray, awful thing to cover. I like to say that redemption requires within and without. Even that's not really true. It's a good starting point. Hey, Brink.
Brink.
Hey, great.
There's a grate down by Maggie. If you can lure the monster over toward it, then when Maggie unclogs the grate, the water I diverted will hit it like a fire hose.
This is seriously your plan?
Do you have a better one?
Maggie, can you get the grate open?
Has anybody thought of the fact that if it does spout water like a fire hose, I'm right here?
That's a good point, Maggie. Hold on tight.
How do I hold on tight when I'm unclogging a grate?
That's why you get the big bucks.
Do it then. Just do it. It's only my life, anyway.
She sounds weirdly nonchalant in this entire series of affairs, doesn't she?
Come on, you ponderous exoskeleton. You cocoon-eating lobster face, cave-dwelling arthropoidal elementary sphincter muscle.
Hey! Hi, Dr. Winter. And hi, Midnight Fox. Is that just lava? Is that just straight up lava down there?
Maggie, you made it.
How's my hair?
You're worried about your...
I was joking, Boston.
See, that's a good line.
You know, like you strong, manly types do when you just about get killed.
Maggie's safe now. I satisfied our little deal. So give me my crystals and let me get back to work.
Brink, it's time for us to work together on...
I said give them to me! Take one more step closer, Maggie, and you'll wish you were back with that giant lobster.
So anyways, obviously villainous behavior.
He sure is weird.
Now what?
I've been getting the feeling that the ghosts want us to help them. As if they were stuck and wanted out.
Stuck how?
Well, the library console seemed to indicate that they may have left this world for another. What if they want to come back, but can't?
I don't know. How will we go about helping? Assuming that's what they want, and they wouldn't eat us when they got back.
Beats me. I'm just interpreting.
Now, to play devil's advocate for 1 second, how many of you seen, the episode where Barkley becomes super smart in TNG? If you're paying attention, Barkley portrayed several characteristics similar to what Brink is. Now, it was a lot shorter, and it was a little bit different in the perspective, but the point is, in that case, it was a similar thing. It was a form of monomania, fixating and obsessing on one specific thing, because what had happened was an alien life form was basically trying to force him to do something in order to communicate. Spoilers. But you get the idea, right? So it is still possible it's not villainous. Now, I don't think it is. I don't think this game is going for a non-villainous route with Brink, because the first thing he started talking about after coming back was how everything was perfect, monocle. But I do want to point out, in the interest of fairness, that there is a way to look at this from a different angle. Hello? Oh, there we go. No? There we go. Wait! I suddenly have an idea.
Now that you can read the library inscriptions, can you make any sense out of this?
It didn't even look like the same language to me before. But now I can see the relationship between this writing and the things I read in the library.
What does it say?
It seems to be talking about an important thing, I don't know what, that was hidden.
Any hints about where?
On the other side of the hole, so that none may enter. Then it tells how to, pull back this part of entrance, whatever that means. It's pretty vague.
There are some things that man was not meant to understand.
Yeah, but this one even woman is having a hard time with.
Also, I don't agree with either of those sentences, but that's just me. And all of a sudden, I mean, hi. Spielberg does that semi-frequently, but it's actually not him. It's just the works he covers tend to have that kind of thing in there. The man should not meddle kind of a thing. Because he didn't write Jurassic Park, for example. Anyways, to use one parallel. Okay. Listen, I'm not an elk. So I don't know what the problem is here. I'm not gonna eat you. I just had lunch.
Robbins. What do you think of our situation now, Maggie?
You want the truth, Boston? I thought I had faced reality when Brink died. But when that monster carried me off, I finally understood what it means to be in an alien place. Nothing here is going to go the way we expect it. There's no guarantee there even is a way home.
We have had some help from the ghosts.
Help? They have their own ideas of what they want us to do. They don't care whether we get home or not.
But I do, and you do, so we're not giving up.
Oh, I know. I'll keep on searching and trying to understand. Even if I die here, I'll at least know something about the place before I croak, right?
I guess that's a comfort. You still hanging in there?
I'm okay, Boston. Don't worry about me.
But I think we should split up. Bonk.
You were starting to tell me something before Bob the Lobster came to pick you up for your date.
Just a sample of what I was reading. Nothing significant. What mattered is that I could understand it. I've caught on to how their language works.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree, Kira White Noise. It's especially jarring since both Steve Blum and Patrick have been doing a pretty good job.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get tired. I've done a lot of digging.
And I've done so much reading, my eyes ache.
Is anybody hungry at this point? I mean, we've been here a few hours.
As worried as I am for Brink, I can't help feeling a little angry at him.
He's wacko, nuts, out of his mind with greed. He's not himself. It's those damn crystals.
We should see if that affects anyone else. Good idea. Stand still, Maggie. This is gonna take me a minute. All I've got is a shovel, so... There we go. I think I got the neck. Alright. And Crystal. And then she actually does come back as a Karen, and that's just the actual final boss.
You handled that whole business with the grate pretty well, Maggie.
I hate to admit it, but it was a good idea you had. Not everybody thinks of diverting a waterfall.
Do you have any idea what it was you did to attract the thing to you?
I don't wear perfume, and heaven knows this outfit isn't exactly alluring. I was just sitting there.
Apparently that's enough.
That's usually enough for very lonely men on Earth. As for this monster, I'd just as soon not have another date like that anytime soon.
What? Neither of that was cool. I actually expected her to bring up what you already brought up, what I already mentioned too. We've been messing with stuff all over the island, so we probably let the damn thing loose.
When I called you before you were kidnapped, I was trying to tell you that it worked. I revived the alien.
Was it angry? Glad?
He didn't kill me, if that's what you mean. He talked to me, but I didn't understand anything he said. Maggie, we've got to find a way to communicate with the alien inventor.
I know, Boston. He's the only one who can answer our questions.
He's also the only one who knows for sure how to get us home.
It's actually the janitor. Hey, oh, you're a little stuck here. I don't really know how the engines work, though, so, can't really help you with that.
I never would have found out anything from the map room if there hadn't been all those engraved keys lying around. Almost as if they were left for us.
Only intelligent beings would have been able to figure out how to use them.
Maggie, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
I meant any being over the intellectual level of, say, a baboon.
Oh, now you're making me blush. I still can't believe you were able to decode an alien tongue.
I didn't say I was fluent. And they designed it so foreigners like me could decode it.
Now that you can read the library inscriptions, can you make any sense out of this?
It didn't even look like the same language to me
I already saw
before.
this.
But now I can see the...
What does it say?
It seems
Any hints?
on the other side of the hole, so that none may enter. Then it tells how to, whatever that...
There are some things...
Yeah.
After seeing what they've done to Brink, we'd better think long and hard before we start duplicating these back on Earth.
Don't worry. We're probably never going back there. And even if we do, I doubt anyone will ever be able to figure out this alien science.
Fast forward 3 years. You could find them in Walmart, in the dollar aisle.
You won't believe what I found, Maggie. The central island and the 5 rock spires around it aren't just connected by underwater trams. There are also light bridges leading from the spires to this amazingly transparent crystal above the center island.
A bridge made from light?
I know, it doesn't make any sense, but it's true.
Their technology is so far advanced beyond ours that I don't know if anything could surprise me now.
If they can make bridges out of light, you have to wonder...
Okay, sir. There's our light puns again.
Have you learned anything about those metal plates?
The shapes are all significant in their written language. They're also rich with symbolism in their culture.
But you have no clue what they have to do with navigation, right?
That's right. I'm a clue-free zone on that one.
I hate the clue-free zone.
Where are those ghosts when you really need them?
They only show up when they think they need us.
Thanks. It's shimmering. A light that doesn't seem real. As if it's just on the edge of existence.
It makes me think of something. Something I saw earlier. Or maybe I read it.
The general approach right now, Frieza, is do I have an idea what to do next? If yes, then proceed. If I don't, that's what the walkthrough is for.
Can you look at this inscription, Maggie? Does it say anything that might help?
It wasn't clear to me before, but now I can see. Boston. It exactly describes that strange field of almost light.
What does it say?
It's a set of instructions. Now it makes perfect sense. I just twist this.
I wouldn't worry about it, Crazy Horse. I'm sure it's fine. So, I should talk that out loud.
When you read the directions.
If we didn't know better, we'd think that island had been there for 1,000,000 years.
Okay, so, to explain the thought process there, in case you're wondering what happened. So you may or may not have saw me walking back, and as I was walking back across the big room, I was like, hold on a second. Something I've been wanting to do since the beginning. In fact, it was one of the first things I did, if you remember, was I wanted to show her that tablet. So I showed her the tablet, and she gave the whole speech about an island and a hidden thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. That didn't do anything. So I walked down further, and then I paused for a second, and I realized that I was at the I don't know what to do phase. So I looked at the walkthrough. The walkthrough said, show her the tablet. And I'm like, I just did that. Okay. So then I did the dialogue options. I needed to go through those anyways. But, dialogue options, tablet, nothing new. So then I started mousing over randomly on the screen we were on, hoping for something, and I happened to notice a door, which led us here. Now I use the tablet works. So that was kind of a walkthrough, but honestly, that was mostly just bumbling, to be completely blunt about it. I don't get any credit on that, frankly, neither does the walkthrough.
This island was brought back from another dimension.
She's just been really irritating, Dr. Winter. And all joking aside, a character that's irritating is a character that's irritating. That's kind of how that works. Okay, so we've got a strange field, an island, an opening. What do we have here? This plate.
What was so important that they left us exact instructions on how to get here?
Maybe that metal plate over there.
Interesting idea, though, isn't it? Imagine if you left some small, like, really easy to understand instructions to get one piece of something, and then harder instructions for a second, and then much harder for a third, and then substantially harder for a fourth. Obviously, that that's a video game is what I just described. But think about that from an in-lore perspective. It's kind of a multiple barriers kind of a thing. You have to get all the pieces to accomplish what you want the alien to do. And so you're kind of testing the level of understanding and comprehension they have before you actually reveal whatever it is, right? To use a completely made-up example, let's say you've unlocked the secrets of fusion or nuclear power or whatever, and you leave it on like an archive, but you make sure that you don't get it until you actually can show that you demonstrate a degree of understanding of what it is you're getting, right? Like anybody could open up the outer door, but then the inner door... And I mentioned that because if you pay attention here, we need to have the tablet, be able to understand it, and then be able to manipulate the thing in order to even get to this point right here. We needed to have... Sorry, I actually missed a step. We needed to understand their language. I'm still missing a step. We needed to understand language at all, then understand their language, then apply it correctly in order to be able to come here. There we go. That's the full steps.
That's the fourth one. If it's like the metal plates on Attila, these four should fit together in that triangle matrix.
Yes, but there's no guarantee that putting them together will take us anywhere we want to go.
You have the most cheerful thoughts, Ms. Robbins.
If you had been abducted by a monster and then half drowned, you might be pessimistic too.
But you lived, didn't you? And your hair looks terrific again.
You sure know how to make a girl feel good.
We'd better go find Brink again, in case these metal plates do the job.
He threatened to kill me the last time I saw him. Maybe it would be safer if we leave him and send an expedition back to get him later. An armed expedition.
There's no guarantee we'll ever get back. For all we know, this is a one-way trip.
You're right. We can't leave him. He scares me, Boston. Worse than the monster.
They're both just hungry for something.
But Brink is smarter, more dangerous.
We're smart too. Let's go.
You know what's funny is I think that hair comment would work better if she looked like me. Your hair looks terrific. Why, thank you. Around over here. So we have, see, once again, so I'm not looking at the walkthrough because once again, I actually have an idea of what to do. We have a tusk as a weapon. There is, in fact, only one item in our inventory we have not used at all yet. Can you guess what it is? It's the jawbone. We've never actually used that. That's not a request for an answer, I'm just commenting on it. Where are we? Okay, so let's do this. That's great.
That was a powerful one.
Commander Lowe, can you hear me?
Yes.
Brink, we're looking for you. We've got the last of the metal plates and we...
Listen to me, Commander. I'm trapped. I need your help.
Where are you?
It's near one of the light bridges. An arched bridge over a waterfall, and then into a crevice in the rock. You must have been there. You're the one who's been turning on all the light bridges, aren't you?
Hold tight, we're on our way.
Hold tight! Very funny.
What do you think? Get your guesses in right now. Is this a trap? Or is he, well, a selfish, greedy, evil person will still say, oh my god, help me, and then screw you over once they're saved. I can name examples of that, but they would be spoilers. But I'm sure you could think of examples of that fiction. Toy Story 3, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between, you know, I'm nice again, I'm redeemed, and I'm a friggin' coward. That's true, we need to give him more crystals. Which classic? There were two Carmen Sandiego shows back in the day, Trax, yeah. There was the game show, and then there was, you know, the cartoon, the animated thing, which is actually a game being played by a real-life kid, which is really weird. Where was that? I feel like that was over here. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a waterfall here, but I don't know if this is the one we're talking about. Let's scroll to the right a little bit. Hi, Brink. I remember that.
You've just got your hand jammed in the rock? I thought you were in real trouble, Brink.
When would it be real trouble, Commander? When it's your hand?
I don't go sticking my hand in the cracks.
I was reaching for a life crystal, and then the rock shifted. My circulation is cut off. No blood is getting to my hand. You can't pull me out, Commander. Don't leave me to die here, even if you have to cut off my hand.
Don't be so dramatic, Brink. Nobody's going to cut off your hand.
Don't make promises you might not be able to keep, Maggie.
Are you serious? He's just got a stuck hand.
It's a race to see whether gangrene kills him before he dies of thirst or starvation.
You'd cut it off.
Of course he would. The military trains you to recognize necessity and do it.
It would be easier if I had anything to cut it with.
Chew it off then!
Oh, I would, Brink. But human teeth can't bite through bone.
After all that's happened to us, this may be the most horrible.
Do something, Commander! Do it now!
Yeah, this probably hurts like hell. Like, she's making light of this, but this is actually really unpleasant. So, I swear I didn't know about this. Remember, I'm not looking at the walkthrough when I feel like I have an idea of what to do. So, oh, God. Oh, God.
You're going to saw off his hand with a jawbone?
Oh, God.
Teeth are razor sharp.
What about anesthetic?
We have
Do
one?
it, Commander!
I mean, he's asking me to. This is an attempt to help. I want to be very clear about this.
Brace yourself, Brink.
Also, this could give you a heart attack. Unrelated.
I can't believe you endured so much pain without fainting.
I'm fine. But I'll need more crystals.
Come with us to the Triangle Matrix. We've got all the metal plates. We think it's gonna take us home.
You don't know where it's going to take you. I'd rather gather more life crystals.
What if it does take us home, Brink? What if we can't come back and get you? Do you want to stay here forever? Then what will happen to your research into the life crystals?
Yes, I see your point. I'll go with you to try out these metal plates. But if it doesn't get us home, then you two will stop interfering with me from then on. All right? You agree we have a deal?
Agreed.
All right, all right.
By the way, hi, Alex Moonshine. Sorry, just... Wow. Whew. Yeah, we could use a tourniquet. Or tourniquet, if you prefer. Or, you know what? Let's just shove a life crystal in there. Yeah, let's shake on it.
That should do it.
Do what? What's happening?
Nothing is happening, that's what.
There's that last door.
That's not exactly nothing, Brink.
It's a door. You think Earth is on the other side? I think nothing is on the other side.
What did you expect? The Tooth Fairy to come and fly us all home? The door opened. Let's go see what's in there.
We had a deal. I came, these metal plates did not take us home, and now you will have to leave me alone forever. You gave me your word, and I expect you to keep it.
He is definitely insane.
Is that your opinion as a journalist?
It's my opinion as a sane person.
See, this is going to sound horrible, given the massive discussion Crazy Norse had about how incredibly evil I am, but I'm starting to feel more and more bad for him, for Brink. And not just because he's voiced by Steve Blum. Like, holy crap. We need to get this guy some help. Jesus. Yeah, he's lost it. Like, he's just... Bung! That was the spring bouncing out. I don't know why I explain my own sound effects. Bung! There we go. That's what that was. So we've got a tram here. That's interesting. Water here. Well, everything should be powered, so... I mean, yeah, exactly, Sarura Wrench. It's like, Listen, that friendly animal just wants to eat us. Actually, if I was to spell it out crazy enough, so it would be B-A-K... O-H-N-G, I think. Gong. Yep, Scientology's taking over the world.
I saw something like this in the museum display. This machine was the greatest of the inventor's achievements.
What does it do?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think it might send us home?
Right now, it's doing nothing.
Yeah, we still have to have our last boss fight against Brink.
It's a row of crystalline devices. I can't use these two things together. It looks like there's a part missing here. There's a gap.
Well, he also didn't do all the writing, Sarura Wrench, but yeah. I don't remember, Dr. Winter. And I'm sorry, Crazy Norse. If you want, I could try to speed it up a little and start using the walkthrough more often. I try not to, because I want to gauge how good the game is at guiding and puzzling. As I mentioned earlier, the walkthrough is the last option, right? At least it's supposed to be.
It's a row of crystalline devices. Robbins. We've got to try and turn on the inventor's machine. It's the only way to find out what it does.
What do we do? Search all these islands for a part when we don't even know what it looks like? Where are all those helpful hints now?
The hints were about things they deliberately hid to keep them safe. But this missing part, what if it was stolen? Or just corroded away?
Then all of this would be for nothing. Boston, somebody knows what the missing part does, and maybe even where it is.
Well, I don't know.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about somebody who was sealed in a crystal pyramid.
I was gonna say.
As worried as I am for Brink, I can't help
He's what? He's not.
Dialogue brother.
Thanks.
Feels like there should be a place to get to the light bridge on this spire. It's probably outside. Or the camera pans up. There we go. Camera pan mode engaged.
I don't know what to do with this device.
Doesn't sound familiar, Dr. Winter, so I don't think I actually played that one.
Sorry, Bird. You'll have to find a new home.
Poor thing.
Here's the lens that shapes the light for the bridge. Here's the lens that shapes the light.
I think this is all of them. Yep. We now have light bridges everywhere. Here, Maggie, walk out on this light with me, okay? Ah! Huh. It doesn't support witches. Oh, no. So we need to get to the tomb, which is over here. Yep. I mean, Choose Your Own Adventure games just died in the aughts. Like, there are still Choose Your Own Adventure games, but the quantity just fell off. Which happens to a lot of genres when it comes to gaming. I mean, how many RTS games have come out in the last decade? Or flight sims? Management sims are making a comeback. I don't know if you noticed that. Okay. Oh god, I don't have any more crystals.
It's the remains of a huge creature.
Well, that's my point, though, Soror Revenge. No genre goes away completely. But think about how many RTSs were coming out in the late 90s, early aughts versus now, right? It's the same thing. There's still point-and-click adventure games, but think about the late 80s, early 90s versus now, and so forth and so on. Okay. So, before I look anything up, I do have something I could go do. Just toss me the image on Discord, Mr. Red. I'll turn it transparent for you. That's exactly what I was going to do, Prisoners. Like, I kind of hesitated doing it because I'm pretty sure they're all gone. But it looks like that is currently the option to do, is to go and find out they're all gone. I'm not sure what we'll do after that, but there's probably a cutscene. Okay, so light bridge. No, not... was that the museum? I think? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since we went down. Yep, there it is. Oh, they're all still here. Holy crap. We have one. Can I get a second one? We have two. Can I get a third one? Let's get a fourth one. Let's get a fifth one. Okay, 4 is what we got.
None for me, thanks.
I mean, I would do the exact same thing, Don Crow. This is basic video game logic. If you have 2 Phoenix Downs, you keep one, you give one to the other person. So if one of you dies... But apparently she doesn't want it, so whatever. Alright, so out the bridge, back to, tomb. No, don't. There we go. Edge, tomb. Yeah, imagine how awful this would be without the double-click fast forward. Really think about that. It's fine, Sarura. We'll just figure out a way to use it safely. I mean, opium has its uses, but that wasn't exactly healthy at the beginning. Now, I'm just going to open this xenomorph egg right in front of you. It's going to be okay, alright? You're going to feel a little bit weird, and it's going to be kind of strange, but then everything's going to be fine. And then everything's going to be a whole lot less fine, and then you'll be dead. Any questions? Hell, I dislike the crystals, Crazy Norse, and they bring back the dead. Alright. Here you go.
Here's where my alien education either pays off or we die.
Die?
As long as I don't accidentally offend him, we'll be okay.
Aklash Pag.
He says, open your mouth, which is their way of saying speak.
You do the talking, Maggie, so you can understand each other.
Speak.
Holy crap.
Why was your tomb so carefully hidden?
So only the most persistent, the most clever, and therefore the most dangerous of visitors would find me.
We want to go home.
That is the wish of all living creatures. It is a vain wish, for there is no true home. All intelligence wanders and has no rest.
The probe you sent out brought us here. We want to go back to our home planet.
Another one of our terrible mistakes. We sent out those probes when we thought we had found the glorious secrets of the universe. We could not call them back. Thus, I remain here to warn all those who come in answer to an invitation we wish we had not sent.
Warning us won't do any good unless we can get back home to Earth to tell other humans.
There are two ways to protect your planet. One is if you return and warn them to stay away. The other is if you never return at all. Which warning do you think will be more effective?
Tell us how to get back to Earth. I beg you.
If my people could return from Space-Time 6 where they have gone, they would rebuild the starport. They would make a crystal ship which would take you back to your planet. But they will never find their way back home.
The light bridges are magnificent. We never dreamed that people could walk on light.
Ah, yes. We were happily surprised at how convenient those light strands turned out to be. If we had known, we would not have bothered to build the trams.
If you were surprised that the lights could be used as bridges, what did you create them for?
When all the bridges are complete, the eye will see.
When you say the eye will see, you aren't talking about our eyes, are you?
An eye that can see the 3 dimensions of time, as well as the 3 dimensions of space. It will show you beauty beyond belief. But once you have seen Space-Time 6, will you ever see Space-Time 4 again? The eye may be open, but the mind hasn't the strength to see.
Turns out Alien was not meant to know. Who knew?
The machine in your laboratory, what does it do?
Where the lights all shine, it opens the eye.
Okay.
The eye. Does that mean the crystal at the meeting place of the light bridges? The machine generated this eye.
The eye sees into all space and time. And where the eye sees, the mind can fly.
Was this eye the doorway into the place where your people went?
A door that can be crossed only one way.
You don't know that. If someone has a strong enough tie to reality...
Do you think you are stronger than all my people?
Yes.
Even they, the strongest race known, could not overcome the temptation before it was too late.
If we bring your people back to this world, then they can build a starship to take us home to Earth. It's our only chance. Maybe we'll fail, but you must let us try.
Since you think you are stronger and wiser than my people, I will let you have the fruit of your pride. I will tell you how to find the piece I hid, if you know how to ask. But it will cost you more than you ever imagined.
$3.99.
The island we found, where was it hidden?
It left this reality, but only a little way. It can come back, because it never fully left.
The island moves in and out of our reality?
It loses substance with every passage. We thought we could take our world with us into space-time 6. It could not be done.
When something leaves our reality, where does it go?
To a place where time is infinite in all directions. But because it does not move along a single line, it can never be predicted or controlled. Those who go there from here cannot change anything. They are nothing but observers. Forever.
That actually sounds like hell. I was joking earlier, but I think we actually found hell.
The creatures who live here now, did you people know of them, or did they come later?
Millions of years have passed since then. What once were pets or companions have followed their own evolutionary paths. They have become as beautiful or as terrible, as clever or as stupid as it was in them to be.
So, who had a pet spider?
The monster who captured me. Are there any more of them?
That one did not evolve. It was made. And there are as many of them as are needed.
Who are you, Honored One?
The bringer of misfortune.
Please tell me who you are.
I am the doer who undoes, the creator who uncreates. And yet, I would gladly be the destroyer who undestroys, the dangerous one who protects.
Speak plainly. Tell us who you are.
Once, I was hailed as the greatest mind my people ever produced.
The janitor.
I tried to bring them power and happiness. I gave them power to leave this world, to leave their bodies, to enter an existence as pure mind, eternally perfect. But I could not give them the power to return and reclaim their abandoned bodies, their decaying world. They are lost and cannot return.
Have you a name?
I had a name when I was alive. Now that I am again and again dead, what need have I for names?
It's an identifier.
My body is now so ancient that the crystals scarcely have power over me. I rise for a few minutes, and then I fall again. Soon, I will cease to rise at all. Only then will my grief end. I want no name or memory to live after me.
Listen, where I come from, we do reports. So if I could have a name to attach to that, that'd be great. Otherwise, you're going to be Bob forever.
Did you invent the life crystals? To raise the dead is the greatest achievement we've seen.
What raises the dead can debase the living.
That, what?
Are there side effects to the crystals?
What the crystals create is not a life, but a slave.
So when the life crystals restore you, you aren't really alive?
They restore the cells and the organs, but take away all that made the life worth living.
Did you get a little more specific about that?
Then why did you make them?
Our society became obsessed with living eternally. I underestimated the breadth and danger of the obsession. The crystals are the second worst mistake I made.
Okay.
Please, don't play any more games with us. Where is the missing piece?
You cannot understand what will begin if you activate the eye. You cannot bear to pay what it will cost you.
Yes, you've warned us. Now where is the piece?
Go to the map with this message and see what it shows you. I have said enough.
Thank you for helping us.
I will only have helped you when you give up your foolish plan.
We're not giving up.
My only consolation is that true death comes closer with each dying.
How does it feel to die over and over? Oh my god, this is Drakengard 2.
Good job of translating, Maggie.
He speaks very slowly and clearly, but I'm also pretty damn good.
We got the creator. This is engraving. Oh, it even has a thing. Hang on, let's pull a picture of that. Boop. I know where to go with that. But yeah, the crystals can't be used indefinitely, although that makes a degree of sense. Oh, this setting. No question, Mr. Red. Because what you're asking me is, would you rather live in real life, but there's aliens who can't interact with your life in any way? So in other words, just real life. Or would you rather live in Drakengard? You would have to work really hard to come up with a setting I would want to live in less than Drakengard. It's doable, but it would take some work. You mean Drakengard, Trihexia? Yeah, Warhammer. Yep, that is worse. Or rather, Warhammer 40k, but worse. What makes Drakengard so terrible? Oh, Dream Whisperer. I don't know where to start. That's the thing. I really don't know where to start with that. There's so many things wrong with that setting. Hey, Dream Whisperer. Listen, you've been contacted by an eldritch being which is going to enslave you into a mindless beast. Do you accept this? If you don't, you turn into a pillar of salt. No other options. Have fun. And that's one thing. That's one thing wrong with that setting. Map. Wind Waker's fine, at least when they get to Spirit Tracks. Well, you're in luck. Red 2. Nobody likes Pepper except me. Oh yeah, I wasn't even going to talk about the babies that eat you alive. I'm not making that up. Okay.
So that's where the part is.
Assuming he gave us the right code.
I don't know where that was. Can I see that again, please? No? Is that it? Is that it? Oh my god. Okay, hang on. That's hey, look where this is, and it's this tiny little. Okay, hang on, let's get a little closer this time. Blue and amber. That's about all I got.
So that's where the part is.
Assuming he gave us the right code.
Yeah, it doesn't look familiar. And I have a decent visual memory. Yeah, I know, right? So it's like, hey, everything's fine. No. Alright. To the walkthrough. Where am I going? Okay, that says the Cathedral Spire. That's all I'm reading. Let's try out the Cathedral. That's the new one. Let's see what we can find here.
I don't know how to work these controls.
And this is just the tram. Alright, where am I going to walk through? What? Huh? Okay. Simple. Drakengard exists in Warhammer 40k. Done.
It's a row
Oh,
of crystalline
yep. I
devices.
literally skipped a step. I didn't even see that step. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Drakengard just exists in the Eye of Terror. It's just another world in the Eye of Terror, which makes a weirdly large amount of sense. Where's map? There's map. I did, Dr. Winter. Which pretty much makes my point for me, although I sincerely doubt that all 103 of those are things I would qualify as RTSs, because I've seen what Wikipedia qualifies as an RTS. It's an interesting definition.
This place is as creepy as the forest behind my house when I was a kid.
Still, it's a valid point to make. Even if we really broaden out the definition of RTSs, the amount of them coming out has been, as you point out, halved. Which is exactly the point I was making. Yeah, honestly, I'd take the Necrons over the Chaos Gods. The Necrons are not good people. Even the new Crons. Hell, even the old Crons, really, which are worse, arguably. Here we are. Amber and blue. Alright, what do we got? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, exactly, Krenzler.
I wish I knew what's going to happen when I get this piece back in place.
It's a good question. Very pretty, though. Well, I mentioned the old Crons, because obviously they're a little bit more connected to the Catan, or whatever they're called. You know, Star Eaters. No, not the Tramp. Up here. The new Crons are just Egyptians. Well, they're the Eldar 3.0, which actually I'm kind of in favor of the more I hear about it, but point being, I'm just saying the Necrons are the best, okay? That's just, I'm just saying. Just, alright, where am I going? Cathedral, I think? Yep. Yeah, Tomb Kings in space. Yeah, that's actually a really better way to put that. But it's still awesome. New Crons for the win. The old Crons are like, yeah, we're hungry. I mean, we all know the actual best race in Warhammer 40k is the Orcs. That's been true for decades. That hasn't changed. The tower probably the most okay, Mr. Red, but that's been retconned twice at this point.
Where have you been?
Where have we been?
I need your crystals. All of them. Right now!
Come on, Brink. How many crystals can one man use?
Not for me, you fools. I need them for my machine. For science.
What are you...
Research. Give them to me!
Machine? What are you talking about?
I'm through talking! I'm not going to let anybody stand between me and the greatest scientific achievement in history.
I only have these few crystals left, Brink, but I'll be glad to share some of them if you want.
All of them! You didn't share anything, Lo. I took them! And it's a good thing you didn't fight me. I would have killed you to get these.
You would have tried.
You two will be nothing but a footnote in the annals of my achievements.
He didn't damage the machine part, did he?
Brink? We need to have a chat. I don't even remember who Malal is, actually, Sierra Mike. He's fine, Melkor. Don't worry about it. Let's activate the eye.
It fits. But the machine still doesn't work. Did the alien lie to us? Or does the machine need something else? Looks like a life crystal would fit perfectly in here.
Okay. Sure, a good thing someone just took our life crystals then. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so, I have an idea here. Actually, I have two, but let's go with the first one first. Yes, Mr. Red. Yes, we are. Do we still have the sawbone? We do! We have a weapon still. I suddenly hear a voice in my head. It's telling me I should go grab the eyepiece. I have this sudden thought. I don't know where it came from. I'm hearing voices. They're just speaking to me. Not sure why. They tell me. They tell me to work for them or become a pillar of salt. No, Frieza, no, please, I beg of you.
I guess I'll take this with me.
I mean, I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Chaos should be removed from Warhammer 40k. I know that would have some rather substantial effects on that setting. I don't care! Some things are worth getting rid of. Sometimes you need to rip the spear out of the heart. That's a terrible analogy, but whatever. Thank you, Venters. As always. And that's going towards the too long of a title. Romance of the Three. There we go. God, where was that? I don't remember which spire that was. Was that the museum spire? It was. There we go. Because, yep, there it is. Oh no, they're all gone.
They're all gone. They're all gone.
There's no tape inside. Idea number 2. No, wrong way. Well, Brink, what you been working on?
Get away from here! I won't let you break my life crystal machine!
We don't want to break anything.
My machine isn't working yet. Yes, gloat if you want to. I've studied all the inscriptions. Maggie's not the only one who can decipher strange languages. I followed the plans I found, but there's still something missing, and without it the machine won't work. So if you think you can steal my life crystals again, Commander Lowe, think again. I'll kill you first, and believe me, no one will ever revive you.
Actually, you've robbed me twice, and I only robbed you once. So you're still one ahead.
Don't joke with me!
Don't joke with him, Boston.
What's your life machine do?
Get the hell out of here! Just leave me alone!
Why is nobody asking that question? What's it do? Hey, what's the frick? Okay, whatever. Well, this is probably the dumbest thing I could possibly do. So, hey, Brink. Got something for you.
I don't want that. It's just another artifact.
Brink, this is important. I think I know what piece is missing from your machine.
How can you know anything about this? You're not a scientist. You're just a strutting tin soldier.
I think it's the same piece that the eye generator needed. I think it's the key to all this technology. The alien inventor hid it because without it, none of the machines he considers dangerous will work.
Why would the creator of life crystals think they were dangerous?
Because the crystals make you feel so good that they take over your life. All you care about is getting more of it.
Drug analogy!
It's the second worst mistake he'd made.
And the worst mistake?
The eye.
So you and Maggie, you keep telling me I'm crazy. But you plan to make an even worse mistake.
I'll make you a deal, Brink.
Yes, like the deal you made before. I keep my part, but you go back on it.
I didn't go back on it. I just wanted to talk about it with you first.
No deals with liars and thieves.
Brink, you need what I had to make your machine work. But if it works, then you'll have plenty of life crystals, right? You could share them with us and it wouldn't cost you anything, right?
If you have the missing parts, yes.
That's my deal. Your machine, my part. 50-50 on the life crystals.
I know you plan to cheat me.
We won't even come near the machine when it's running. You divide up the life crystals.
Then what's to stop me from keeping them all?
Because I am trained as a military man, Brink. And if I ever actually decide to fight you, I don't care how strong and healthy you are. You will lose. And then I will take them all. Got it?
Get your missing part and put it in my machine. Even liars and thieves can bargain as long as they watch each other very carefully.
Am I the liar and you're the thief?
I just don't know how yet to link them up. I just don't know how... Remember our deal, Brink. I fix your machine, I get half the life crystals.
But I divide them up. I remember very well.
It needs the part.
But this is the part. Maybe it's this thing?
Brink. Remember our deal, Brink. I fix your machine, I get half the life crystal.
But I remember very well.
Can you tell me?
I don't have time to waste on foolish discussion of nothing.
When the eye is activated, it's a doorway into infinity. We can go in and come out anywhere.
Not how that works.
It is a meaningless toy compared to what I am working on.
What?
About the...
I don't have...
Can you tell me?
I don't have time.
Brink, there's a dead alien sealed inside a crystal tomb.
In a culture that can raise the dead, they probably have a good reason when they choose to bury somebody instead of reviving him.
There's a
Now
thought.
leave me alone.
There are side effects to the life crystals, Brink. They change your personality. They seem to be making you crazy.
Yes, the poor, ignorant fools who slog through the mud of inferior mental functions. They look at brilliance and call it madness.
Listen, Dr. Frankenstein.
Thanks for helping me save Maggie.
You've already rewarded me by being a pushover, Commander.
Right.
Half the life crystal, remember?
You don't skip.
Okay, so.
I just don't know how yet to link them up.
No, he was not, Mr. Red. I give up. I give up. This game is too hard. It's impossible. Thank you, Ventures, very, very much. Very, very, very much. Always very much appreciate Ventures. Thank you. I will split that up between, let's see here. We got Ride to Hell Retribution. And then, hold on. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. I know, I was trying to think of like the worst games I could think of that he would be jokingly giving it to. There are 5 Wing Commander games, Ventures. Ride to Hell is something I want to play along with Anthem, FF6, and Chrono Trigger. It's actually the thing. Is Privateer on the list? It is! Okay. I will accept that. If it's on the list, I got it working. I remember I had issues with Wing Commander 4 and 5. First 3 were just done. Hit play, done, go, no issues. Everything else we're going to have to use some custom patches and other fun stuff to get things work. Yeah, very much on purpose, Melkor Blade. I want to analyze one of the so-called worst games ever. 2 of them. Along with 2 of the so-called best games ever. Yeah, no, that's pretty normal, Ventures. Older games tend to be pretty simple to emulate. That's why the streamability gap is a range. Because you go before the streamability gap, you just emulate it. Like this game right here, which is, again, just a hit, play, and go. Because it's just emulated at that point. Okay. So, what the hell am I supposed to do here?
It needs the part. Brink. Remember our deal, Brink. I fix you, but I... Half the... Remember...
You don't.
Remember our... I just don't know how yet to...
Oh, God, I didn't even see that. There's Relic, and then there's Slot over here on the left.
It fits perfectly. This is how the aliens designed the life crystal machine to work.
Nothing's happening.
Yes, it is. It's vibrating. Be patient. Who knows how fast it's supposed to work? We'll just have to wait.
Suits me fine. We'll split them 50-50, right?
Of course.
50-50. Look, there's one. And another!
2.
Is that all? Just 2? I need more than 2.
I don't know about that, Brink, but it's a sure thing I need more than 1. You still have all the crystals you stole from me and every other place on these islands.
Don't touch them!
50-50, you said, Brink. Well, you must have hundreds of life crystals. It's not even 50-50 if I take these 2.
I knew you were a liar and a cheat.
You weren't gonna let me have even one of these.
I'll make the machine even better. It will produce more.
Not till we're gone, it won't. I need that machine part to run the eye generator.
You will take nothing from this machine, you lying thief!
Once the eye is working, you can either come back with us to Earth, or you can stay here, take the part out of the eye generator and put it back in your own machine. Just have a little patience.
No! My machine is stopping! You've wrecked my machine! You're a dead man!
Brink, please. We don't have to fight. You can have the part back after we're done with it.
Everything you say is a lie!
Maggie, tell him.
If you say a word, Maggie, I'll kill you too!
Brink, don't make me hurt you.
You won't hurt me when you're dead!
Brink!
What?
Oh, Maggie, please believe me. I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't want him dead.
It wasn't Brink who died here. Brink died when he fell down the hole when we first arrived. What just fell over the cliff was someone else. Someone alien.
Okay, I
Created by those...
really like this game's narrative, but that's a negative to story. What the hell was that nonsense?
Staying in this world any longer than we have to, that's the worst mistake we could make. We've got to do anything we can to survive.
But what if we die trying?
Don't you get it, Boston? This place is worse than death. I'd rather die than stay here.
Yeah, the choreography, the storyboarding, that was just a weirdly bad scene in what is otherwise an excellent sequence of scenes. Well, okay, I'm overstating, but it's a good game on the narrative axis. Even my complaints about her have basically gone away at this point. Whatever. Let's head back. I feel like that was the final boss, too, which is just weird. Yeah, exactly, Fab. Like, the narrative called for... There's this whole setup for the fact that they're going to fight, and he doesn't want to hurt him, but he's professionally trained, and he's going to defend himself. And then it cuts to the animation, and he's fiddling with the machine, and he, like, gets clobbered, and lays on the ground, like can't get up after having been tackled. What? You'll notice that Boston did effectively nothing that entire animation. He just was like, I'm down. The dude killed him. Brink killed himself by... Like, did he have a failure in his life support? Did the crystal fail him for a second? I mean, his skin was getting weirder, so we saw that coming. Yeah, exactly. That was just, huh? And yeah, Maggie's just playing Sudoku in the background. What? Anyway, sorry, I'm gonna let it go. It's just, that's a negative. That was just really badly presented, which is a damn shame. Cathedral. Oh, hang on. I just had a brilliant idea. I'm gonna go back to where I just was. Which I don't remember which spire that was. That was the Tomb Spire. And I'm going to put the device back into the life crystal machine. It's this brilliant idea I just had. Let me use my incredible genius to think of doing this. Slot. There we go. Yeah, I just need a few more. I just need a few more crystals. Come on. Oh my god, that's so horrible! He tried to kill us over the fact that you had to hit the go button again. my god. Okay, I want you to understand the banality of this, okay? Ready? I want you to imagine that you're sitting in a copy machine and you hit the copy button and it goes and he's like, "Oh my god, only one copy came out. I need that copy. I need that copy." Death. And it's like, okay, and then you hit the copy button again. Hey, look, we got more crystals. What do you know? You know, I bet we can get even more. Hang on, let's do it. You said there would be more than one copy. I mean, only a couple of times, Belkar. Hi, Mother Bear said. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna share that in the room. I made a note of that. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Cause of death? I don't know if that'd be a plus. That's just certainly a... Yes, that is my professional opinion as a lore runner. How did he die? I don't know. I was face down, knocked out from the sheer weight of his casual tackle to my stomach. So, man, I don't know. Actually, I think he hit my chest, but whatever. All right, let's do it.
The alien was right. This thing has already killed one of us, but it's back in place.
I mean, the hole killed one of you.
The crystals Brink died for.
Yeah, I don't know when we're supposed to save. Hang on. I just had another brain genius idea from my brilliant brain that is so amazing at everything. Hang on, save. Let's just save there. Time to activate the eye. Oh my god, this is the beginning of Warhammer 40k. We're about to create the Eye of Terror.
It's a row of crystalline devices.
Yeah, okay. We're literally using a device called the Eye to open up a gateway into a higher dimension, or a higher acknowledgement of dimensions. That sure sounds like the Eye of Terror to me, if being real. I do, actually, Permius.
I don't know how to work these controls.
Well, then tell Maggie to do... Maggie! Maggie!
Robbins.
Work the controls.
Poor Brink. Dying one miserable death wasn't good enough.
Whatever died the second time, it wasn't Brink. It was the evil of the crystals manifested in Brink's body.
Drug allegory.
I feel like I'm just what he called me. A traitor. A liar.
You were dealing with a madman. You were trying to save him, too.
Do you think we should try this part in the eye?
It's probably our only chance of getting home.
Okay.
Thanks.
To the walkthrough. Oh, let's see here. What?
Robbins. You're the one who read the alien books. What exactly happens when we turn it on with enough life crystals in it?
It would have taken me years to read everything, Boston, and I didn't understand half of what I read. But there's no doubt that this machine is dangerous. The alien warned us it might cost us more than we expected.
What does that mean?
It might mean that just turning on the machine might kill us.
You mean he booby-trapped the thing?
I mean that the machine may draw on more than life crystals. It may drain the life out of whoever uses it.
Then I'm running the controls.
Don't be absurd. It might do nothing, too. Or it could kill whoever isn't at the controls. I just want to tell you.
No goodbyes. We're gonna make it home together, Maggie.
I'm not sentimental, Boston. I wasn't going to say goodbye. I just want you to promise me something.
After you saw me break every promise I made to Brink,
We did not.
What happened with Brink couldn't be helped, Boston. I know you'll keep your word with me.
What's the promise?
If I die and you live, don't use any life crystals on me. Don't revive me. Do you understand?
Yes, I really do.
I saw what Brink became. I don't want that to happen to me. You wouldn't be saving Maggie Robbins. You'd be creating a monster with my memories, my face. Don't do it. Promise me.
I promise, Maggie. And vice versa, okay?
All right.
And now you tell me the truth about something, Maggie. Are you sure you didn't find out somewhere that something bad happens to the person at the controls of this machine?
Boston, I don't know any more than you do about what will happen when I switch this thing on.
If that's a lie, I'm gonna be really ticked off, Maggie.
Yeah, I know. Here we go.
We're totally rezzing her. You know, I do like this game and its visuals are gorgeous, but god, that animation. Help me out. What animated shows were coming out in 1995? Like, I feel like that's post Darkwing Duck, for example.
It's stuck. I'll have to pry it open.
I'm not sure what that is regarding Animaniacs.
Ah!
And... she's turbo dead.
Maggie! Maggie, you liar! You knew this would happen.
The eye.
It worked. The eye is restored.
Worth it then. Go home.
Maggie.
That is true, Zillow. Almost makes me wonder why bother. I mean, I hate to say that, but the sprite work is excellent. They convey plenty in the scenes just with the sprites, you know? Like, I'm not expecting the Lion King here, because the Lion King is, you know, Disney in their prime, you know, in their stride. But just use the sprites. They're perfectly good at conveying what's going on, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and revive her. We're evil. It was always me. I was always the suspect. Welcome to the Necrons, Maggie.
Oh no! Lo!
Oh, come on! Oh, come on! She immediately commits suicide. That's great. Oh, don't take that out of context. I mean, I would have done that. No joke. I would have absolutely done the same thing. Just first thought. Oh, God, you brought me up. Nope. That's so horrifying. Oh, my God. Okay, we had to get our YouTube mandated daily suicide in. You know what? I'm actually thinking about a bus for that. That's actually great. Hang on. Plus to story. Maggie's suicide. We can just drag her corpse up to the machine, get another life crystal. Oh no! And she leaps off. Then we gotta go back down. Drag her back up to the machine. Use another electro. Damn it! Stop it! Okay, come on, get up, get up. Okay. Oh, I find that way too funny. What? Where did this come from? Would you, Melkor?
I should have known the inventor would have one more trick up his sleeve.
Alright. There it is. The evil creature of doom. It's a baby Rancor just hanging out in the 6th dimension. Oh, duh. This is stupid. I'm an idiot. I don't even have to look anything up here. I got this one. Come on, let me do something. Why isn't it letting me do something? Hello? I guess I'll just do this. Come on. Off you go. And the last bit of the budget.
That was the inventor's last chance to stop me. I will get out into Space-Time 6. I will bring the people of this place back home, and they will build me a starship that will take me back to Earth.
Next scene. Narrator. None of these things came to pass. Next scene is just him in hell.
I guess this is the real test. Can a practical guy from Earth do what all the builders of this place failed to do? Can I go into Space-Time 6 and still find my way back to reality? Only one way to find out.
This is it. The final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I can see all the dimensions. I'm just a cartoon. I'm just an animated cartoon.
No, I'm not going any farther into this place. I'm staying here, where I can get back out again.
You are as strong as we hoped, human.
I can understand you.
In Space-Time 6, all living minds communicate perfectly. You
Even the
stand
Karens.
your way, human. You show us all the pathway back to life. To reality. To
Oh God, I forgot what pain was. Ah!
But we will have a life before we die.
Every past and future. I can see them all, but which one is real?
We see that one with Megan Fox? Skip that one.
Go back now, human. Take me home. My people have their bodies, their bones, their lives again. We owe you a great debt, Commander Lowe.
All I want, now that my friends are dead, is to go back to Earth and tell the story of how they died.
Why not let them tell their own story?
I wish.
Yeah, I ain't touching those things
You
anymore.
know the way home, but I know all the other paths through time and space.
What do you...
Wait, don't go back there.
What?
I have brought you a gift.
Maggie, Brink, you're alive again.
We were lost, but this being found us and led us back.
I think she's still angry. For some
When
reason.
you died, Man, I'm glad to see you.
I don't know if I'm glad to see you, Boston. You broke your promise to me.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to go on without you.
But you knew that what the crystals bring back isn't life. It wasn't me.
But it's you now.
Yes. Well, yes, it is.
First thing she does.
And I'm free of the madness of the crystals, too.
How?
You did it, Lo.
Seriously, how?
No, it was our friend here.
No, the credit belongs to you. We once revered a great inventor because he opened the door to unchanging eternity. But you opened the passageway back into true life.
All I am is a guy who wants to get back home.
Already my people are preparing a great crystal starship to take you there.
But we can come back, can't we?
You and any others who wish to come. You are a young people, strong and full of hope and passion. We have much to teach you, and you have much to share with us as well. There will be friendship between our species forever.
I hope you're right. Not all human beings are as, nice.
Narrator.
as us.
They were not right.
All young species are alike that way. But don't worry. If any of your people try to pick a fight, we'll mash them like bugs.
How reassuring.
The ship is almost ready. Go.
Okay, that's awesome.
Has been accomplished here.
Telling the people. That's Maggie's job.
And getting us home, that was yours.
You're right, Fab Alex. That is super me. That really is.
Thank you, Boston.
Yeah, no, everything's cool. Don't worry about it. We wish you no harm whatsoever. Oh, you want to kill me? So, I wouldn't even kill him back. I don't have to. You are so far beneath me that I'm not even going to hurt you. Go home, sit down, think about what you did. Put your nose in the corner. And there's just this entire army sitting with their nose in like a canyon corner going, when can we leave? Shh, I think he's watching. Yeah, exactly, Carol White noise. Yeah, I'm guessing they think it changes in the ending. Is that we could go back through it. We got a little bit of time. Tiny little bit of time. I don't have. I can't do anything. There we go. Hang on. Rewind. Boop. Let her die. Let her stay dead. If you try, that's still the best line of the whole thing right there. If you try anything, we will squash you like bugs. That's the best line in the whole work right there. Oh, not yet, not yet. So let's go here. Oh my god. There's an alien thing. Oh no. It's an alien thing. What's that from, Sierra Mike? Because that sounds familiar. Also, Yakuza 0 kind of played with that concept too pretty early on. And there was the final boss. Whew.
That was the inventor's last. I will.
That's pretty rough. I love that these people accidentally invented hard light, by the way.
I guess this is. Can I only one?
So I can't skip this. We're gonna have to just watch this.
It's beautiful. A guy could get lost here real easy. No, I'm not going any farther into this place. I'm staying here, where I can get back out again.
You are as strong as we hoped, human.
I can understand you.
In Space-Time 6, all living minds communicate perfectly. You stand at the doorway, human.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at that quote. That's still just a great quote. We do need to judge the outro here, though.
To a place where we will someday die, yes. But we will have a life before we die.
Pull up some things here while we get in position, so to speak.
Every past and future. I can see them all, but which one is real?
I see all things.
Go back now, human. Take me home.
I'm not sure what... I guess we could put this under visual novel? That feel... I mean, I know it's a point-and-click adventure game.
Their bodies, their bones, their lives again.
Do I want to make a whole category for that? I guess I could.
All I want, now that my friends are dead, is to go back to Earth and tell the story of how they died.
Why not let
I mean, this is a very Spielberg ending for good and for bad.
I wish.
He likes to kind of just have extremely good endings come out of left field. And don't take that as a negative thing, per se. It's just that he has a bad tendency to design a story that's just kind of harsh and dark and beautiful and brilliant and tragic and awful. And then he's like, and then screw all that! Perfect golden ending. And he doesn't earn it sometimes, you know?
You're alive again.
We were lost, but this being found us and led us back.
I did, Melker. I said that right at the beginning. That's just Spielberg's shtick.
I thought I'd lost you forever.
So you really didn't try to resurrect me with the crystals?
Well,
No, I promised you. And besides, what the crystals bring back from death, it wouldn't have been you.
I know, Boston. You kept your word. And yet, you did find a way to bring me back from death.
It wasn't me, but I'm glad you're here.
And I'm free of the madness.
and we're
of
just
the
gonna...
crystals,
Hang on.
too.
Wait, no! Give me the game back.
No, it was our friend here.
There we go. Okay, cool. But yeah, my issue with it isn't, you know, it's not like I'm dour, and it's not like I dislike good endings. It's just that several times Spielberg's works don't earn their good endings. And honestly, I feel like this might be one of those. Much as I hate to add another category, I think I am just going to add a point-and-click adventure category, because it doesn't really fit most other categories. So let's just go and do this here. Point-and-click adventure. Boop. The Dig. Oh yeah, by the way, there's an afterlife, just so you know. What? And there goes human civilization. Da-da-da-ba-da-da-doo, boop-a-doo-boop-a-doo-doo-boo. Oh, da-ba-da-ba-da-doo-boop-a-doo-doo. Let's audit. You'll notice I haven't codified anything, and I kind of did that on purpose. Hey, Finihori. Welcome to the audit. Yeah, I know, they both had dumb deaths that were reversed just like that. You know, I think after such an uplifting, beautiful, brilliant, amazing song, let's get some Mechanicus in here. Yeah, saying this is a Spielberg work is disingenuous. He had his fingers in the early bones of its creation, and he was still involved in its development at several points in time. But this game has had a very lengthy and complicated history. Movie, nope. Show, nope. Game, nope. Game, nope. Game, nope. Game, nope. Game, yes. And that's the summary of the development of this game right there. Also, I'm not sure of the number of steps in game, because nobody is apparently. I did do some research on this. Okay. Let's cover gameplay first. This should be easy. The music is legit. I am absolutely going to give a plus to the music. Duh. Michael, what's his face? I can't remember his name right now, but he always does good work. And this is no exception. In fact, I'm going to look up his name. What's his name? Who did you? The Dig. Yeah, no, once you get to Space-Time 6, you can no longer interact with reality. Except to bring back the dead and come back and do everything as if you were Q. Michael Land. Now, I'm only going to give one gameplay positive to music, because most of the music positives are on the story side of things. We'll come back to that in a minute. So, AI design doesn't apply. A lot of the stuff doesn't apply. That doesn't apply on the gameplay axis. Doesn't apply. Backtracking. Actually, this game was okay when it comes to backtracking for a point-and-click adventure game. I don't think it's positive-worthy, but I will not ding it for it. I can think of much worse backtracky point-and-click adventure games, and I'm sure you can, too. Bestiary bosses, bugs, builds, cheats, camera, choices, co-op, controls, combat. For mechanics, cosmetics, crashes, difficulty curve, difficulty options, durability, scroll forwards. Encounter rate, encounters, enemy variety, endgame, fast travel, graphics. I am actually going to give a straight-up just graphics positive. The game looks good. No, Melkor Blade. This is not a 3-music game. I'm sorry. We have actually had a couple of 3-music games. Let's see. We've had Metroid Dread, I believe. No, that's Shovel Knight. We've had Shovel Knight. We've had Mega Man X4. We've had Mega Man X1. We've had Mega Man 9. And that's it. Lufia, I will tell you right now, will not get one. Lufia 2, I will debate that. We'll see. Oh, I don't care when it came out, really. I don't know how many of my reviews you've seen, Sarura, but I generally just eject the time the game came out when it comes to the review, for a lot of reasons. First of all, I believe a game should be able to stand on its own, regardless. And second, and more importantly, taking into account when a game came out is just... It adds a nightmare layer to reviewing. Just... Oh, yes, absolutely, Melkorblade. It is absolutely possible that a game could get more than 6 positives for music. Now, I can't think of a game that would do that off the top of my head, but it is possible. If you're wondering how that's possible, 3 for gameplay for music, 3 for story for music, and then individual songs or scenes, which can be pluses and minuses. But that has to be really good, either scene or song, to qualify for that, which I don't think we've really encountered except for a couple of times. Moving on. Graphics, yes. Guidance... Listen, all I'm saying, Savacom, is that Lufia 1 has the worst soundtrack. Actually, all in total sincerity, there's only 2 songs I like in Lufia 1. Well, we haven't reviewed FF6 under the current system, Trias, but if there's going to be a game that gets 6 positives for music... I mean, think about it. Think about how FF6's music is fantastic, and then think about how it uses it for the story. That's a 6 positive game right there for music. Also, FF14 might, but then again, so will WoW. MMOs are their own thing. MMOs are kind of in their own category. That doesn't count. Three Houses? No. I could see 2 pluses for music for 3 Houses, but only 2. And only on the gameplay axis. I'm so nervous about the Pixel Remaster soundtrack, Trias. Coming out sometime in the next 3 weeks. We've never reviewed Undertale, Dr. Winter. On any system. We have never reviewed Undertale in any manner. So, the answer is not applicable. I believe Undertale's on the list. I'm not actually sure about that. If only I had some kind of mythical website that someone could helpfully check for me while I debate this, because I'm really debating guidance and flow of exploration, because that's a very big important point for a point-and-click adventure game. This is basically the flip side of walkthrough-itis when it comes to this kind of a game. Oh, it totally does, Mr. Red. No, Trihexia, and I never will. Chrono Trigger? Chrono Trigger might get 3. It'll definitely get 2 music pluses. And it would probably get at least 1 story plus for music. I don't think Chrono Trigger would be a 6 plus game. I'd have to actually think about that, though. It's been a long time since I played CT. In fact, the last time I played CT was on camera, so you could tell how long it's been. Yeah, that's why I'm debating Frieza. Let's do both. Let's give a plus and a negative. Because you're right, every now and again, the game was actually quite good about here's what you should do and here's how you should do. And then every now and again, walkthrough-itis smacked me in the face. So let's just do both. Yeah, there were only a few times I was really stuck, and there were a couple puzzles I freely admit I would not have gotten. The turtle one's not one of them. The crystals was. Turning on all the trams. Would not have put that together. And there were a couple of items I never saw on the ground. But we'll get to that later because that's visual distinction. And holding down the button, yeah. Did not even occur to me to hold down the button. Maybe I really am just that stupid, I don't know, but... Didn't even cross my mind. This is for you, Trias, if I can find it. There it is. Alright, so... Hyperman, phone game, integration, interface. Interface was fine. I think I'm going to call that a wash. It's something you get used to. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's bad either. So I haven't actually reviewed any Final Fantasy game under the current system, Dr. Winter. Oh yeah, and then there was the give her the tablet in the one room thing. I told you what happened to me. I just stumbled into that. Bumbled. Because the walkthrough didn't tell me where to go, and I kind of had an idea, but I was wrong, and it was just blum, 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 blum. Oh, hey! I'm gonna give a plus to the intro on the gameplay axis. It's not great, but it's the whole meteor section, right? It's the asteroid section. It gets you the idea of talking to people, the stakes of what's going on in terms of gameplay, like how you interact with stuff, how you place stuff, and it's reasonably interesting and reasonably logical with regards to how you progress. You talk to them, you figure out what needs to go where, you go to the right quadrant, you find the spot, you use the tool. It is a reasonably good tutorial that... Damn. No, I take it back. I'm not giving a plus for it. Sorry. Sorry, I think faster than I talk. I think most people do. Let me try to talk that out a little bit. It's a good enough intro to be a wash. And I realized that as I was talking it out. Itemization doesn't apply here. It doesn't apply. Launch doesn't apply. Doesn't apply. There is no map. Savicom doesn't apply. Minigames don't apply. Mod support doesn't apply. There's music. Definitely give that plus. That they've earned it. That's a good song. Not this one, the one in the game. There's no New Game Plus that I know of? I don't think New Game Plus was even invented back then. By the way, you know my favorite and my second favorite Lufia 2 song. Can you name my third favorite Lufia 2 song? If you do, I'll put $1 towards something of your choice. No joke. But only if you can guess it quickly. Outro, gameplay-wise. Thoughts? Like... So I suppose to define the outro, I would say it's when we go to Brink, and then when we, you know, kill him, and then when we go to finish it up, and then we beat the... Yeah, exactly, Frieza. That's why I'm just kind of like... The Sinistral's theme song is pretty good. Yeah, no, narratively we could talk about it, but gameplay-wise, I think I'm going to be nice and call it a wash, even though I am always harsher about intros and outros than I am anything else. The problem is, while there is a defined intro, there really isn't a defined gameplay outro. It's just the same game you've been playing the rest of the game. There's nothing to distinguish it. There's nothing to do anything with it, right? There is no outro, gameplay-wise. And I can't judge... It'd be like judging the outro of Tetris. Doesn't apply. So I'm going to call that a non-applicable, I think. Also true, Frieza. So... doesn't apply, doesn't apply, doesn't apply. Replayability? What's funny is certain versions of Tetris actually do have a very defined outro. So some of the super hard versions of Tetris, when you beat the game, the credits roll, and you can play Tetris there. And it's really, really, really stupidly, insanely 12 people in the entire world have ever succeeded at it hard. That's an outro to Tetris right there. Like, imagine having to play, what is it? I think it's 4 frames from when the object shows up to when it goes down. And as you see it show up, and then it turns invisible, and you can't actually see where it's landing, or any of the other pieces. And that's only 3 of the factors that are on display here. Yeah, I think I'm going to call replayability a wash on this one. I'm just going to do that. So it depends on which version of Tetris you're playing, Mike Romano. For example, the NES Tetris, once you hit, I think it's 100,000 points, you win. You beat the game. A little ending plays and everything. Save system doesn't exist. That was an emulator save, so that doesn't apply. Sound design gameplay-wise doesn't really apply. Crash design traversal, tutorialization, skippable, it is viscerality. Visual distinction. I want to give this game a negative for visual distinction because there were multiple points in time at which I effectively couldn't tell where something was or something was there until someone of you told me or the walkthrough told me. Now, that wasn't always a thing. But there are... I mean, the worst example of this is the damn doors. I think that's the most clear-cut example of that. But there were other examples, like the dowel for opening the device to the planetarium was a good example of that. And there was like a rod somewhere. I forget which one, which I couldn't see either. So since nobody guessed the Lufia song, shame on you all. I've actually played it on camera before. It is this song. So we'll call this seems harsh, but I'm kind of being harsh on this because this is a point-and-click adventure, and there's a reason pixel hunting is a meme. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Winter. So... Oops, this is a negative, not a positive. Actually, I haven't codified anything, too. I'm also going to give only 1 negative to walkthroughitis, and I know that sounds like a weird thing. Take it from me, this is praise from me. I've played a lot of point-and-click adventure games in my life. Most of them would probably get more than 1 negative for walkthroughitis. So this game is getting only 1 negative for walkthroughitis. Take that for what it's worth. And I believe that's actually my only 2 negatives, and that's because it is. That's a +1 to gameplay, which I'm going to be completely honest, it's more than I thought this was going to be getting. Oh god, Permeus, don't remind me of that. And here, let's listen to one of the only songs I liked from Lufia 1. That's not it. That's not it either. Where the hell is it? It is this one. It's this one. There we go. I mean, I'm a little surprised by that Frieza, but at the same time, it's LucasArts. If anybody's going to make a point-and-click adventure game that has a decent game aspect, it's probably LucasArts. Story, plus to animation. Now, I know this sounds weird, because I made so much fun of the animation, but the sprite animation is actually almost does... It's good on the narrative axis. It actually indicates what's going on, and it's just generally an additive to the story. It's something we talked about in the Mega Man series. You know, in the Mega Man series. You see a good Mega Man game that has good animation, that helps. That adds to it. Question. Do we think the cartoon animation is bad enough to deserve a negative? Thoughts? You know what? I just realized what this animation reminds me of. I wonder if it was the same studio. Anybody seen the Mortal Kombat cartoon? The really terrible one? You know, that one. Like, the whole game I was trying to place what that reminded me of. Yeah, you see it, right? Like, you can see it, Krenzler. Is it the same team? That really would explain so much. If it's the same animated team, because that's about the right era. Where is my notes? Sorry, I'm looking something up on the side here. Please forgive me. Okay, there we go. Longer than I thought it would be. Although we are in the day of one game per day, so that's, you know, I call it the short block. I'm going to go ahead and say that while I don't think the animation on the cartoon things is good, and I don't, I'm actually not going to give it a negative because, with one exception, it never really detracted from my enjoyment of the narrative. And that one exception is the outro, and we're going to get to that in its own thing, right? So, I'm going to call that a wash right now. Atmosphere and tone, yes. God, yes. Babylon 5 effect, no. Background lore, no. I'm actually looking forward to FF14. It'll be nice to just kind of focus on one thing for a while. I mean, I love cramming through games this fast. This is actually my normal playthrough pace. I've said that before. Even regardless of streaming, I play through games fast. But it'll be nice to be able to just sit and not have to worry about doing all the massive amounts of paperwork and rumination video and all that crap after every single day, you know? Sorry, I don't mean to complain for the 50th time about the post-stream ruminations, but I hate doing the post-stream ruminations, so... I'm still thinking the banter positive. Even though I think it would build up to more than one later if they kept going with the quality of the banter. Unfortunately, I think most of the good banter is all baked into the intro. Nevertheless, it is good, and it does deserve recognition. Oh yeah, and I'm not doing any ruminations on FF14, by the way. Alright, branching narrative, no. Camera work doesn't really apply here. Well, yeah, because I have to do a whole lot of... I call it paperwork, but it's everything I do show work-related that isn't me sitting on camera, I consider paperwork. And as you might imagine, there's a lot of stuff I have to do with the website and the streaming side of things, getting the YouTube stuff set up, getting everything logged properly. Camera angle I'm going to put somewhere else. Although, I could put it there. I could, because you're right. I was going to put it over there, but... Okay. I'll put it under camera. Doesn't involve actual paper. Just everything I scribble down on this. So, like, no. It's essentially the answer. Come on. Characters. Thoughts? Skip over that for a second. Cinematics. This is where I'd give a negative for the animations if I was going to do that. I like the voice acting. I'm going to give pluses for voice acting. I didn't really buy the characters, as weird as that may sound. She was too flat. he was a little bit. I mean, he was a drug addict, and he was the stalwart who snarked occasionally. There wasn't much there. Yeah. You see what I feel on this, Frieza. Like, there's good acting. Well, there's mostly good acting. And there is good banter, but I'm not sure the characters themselves are really noteworthy. And we only really had one alien character, the Inventor. I wonder if they brought back the Inventor without consequences, because they can do that. We'll get there. Cutscene incompetence. No. Dialogue. Yes. Some very smartly written dialogue in this game. I'm definitely giving that a plus. Yeah, exactly, Octo-G. No empty text problems, no external continuity to speak of, no fake drama. I thought there was going to be fake drama. There weren't. I mean, yeah, at the very least, let him die knowing he succeeded, right, Frieza? Like, I know I'm a sentimental sap, but I'd rather die knowing that I succeeded. Like, there's... What were we playing recently? What were we playing? There was a game we were playing, and a lot of people died, and I felt so bad because I wanted to tell them that they did it, that their deaths actually did accomplish it. Plague Tale Innocence. This isn't a spoiler. It's right at the beginning, when you're doing the tutorial, and you're escaping from the house. A lot of our servants laid down their lives. They got themselves killed to save us. And I just wanted to be like, you know, Lich King walks up, pulls him back for a second. It's okay. You did it. You succeeded. And let them rest at peace, you know? I know, it's a really weird and stupid thought, but whatever. Moving on. Anyways, so, yeah, there was the beginnings of fake drama. And there was the beginnings of Idiot Ball, and then they stopped. Which is weird. At least some of it was in Plague Tale, Dr. Winter, because some of them were very clearly very loyal to us, which is kind of awesome. This is the second best song in Lufia 2. Yeah, exactly, Loke. Let them have closure. If they want to stay dead, well, it's okay. And if they want to get back up, well, that's why I'm the Lich King. Now, foreshadowing, not really. In fact, actually, kind of the opposite. Humor. No. Integration doesn't apply. Internal continuity. Well, you know my favorite. Everyone knows my favorite because it's my favorite song of all time. Intro, narratively. I'm feeling 2 positives for the intro for this game. Especially if we include it up to the moment where Brink dies. Yeah, that's why I skipped over internal continuity, Frieza. What are we thinking about the intro? The asteroid mission and the crater. What are we thinking? It's definitely at least 1+. It's some good stuff. It's probably the best part of the game, in my opinion, honestly. Oh, you want to hear my version of this song? Not my Cordons, an actual remix. This is one of the first remixes ever made. And by first, I mean it was actually like my 100th, but I did all the other remixes to learn how to make this one. Give me a minute. I'll get you an invite, Dr. Winter. Make sure your whispers are on. I'm pretty sure none of my mods are on right now, so I gotta do it. Okay. Anybody else need in? This is the time to bug me. I say bug. Don't take it that way. It's not a bother. How do I... There we go. There you go. Mike. Make sure whispers are on. Yada, yada, yada. I'm letting the remix continue to play because the second stanza is actually a little bit different from the first. The second section. I know the stanza is the wrong word. I don't know what to call anything. So... moments. Do any moments really jump out at you as positive or negative? We're not there yet, Traxie. Give me a minute. I can think of one moment on the positive axis, and I'm debating the others. So what are we thinking? Like, a really good scene is what this boils down to. Or a really bad scene. So I'm thinking... Ah! Need to recover a little bit. I'm thinking, plus for the suicide... I almost feel weird giving that a plus, but it's just so appropriate and so perfectly done. So, screw it. Plus for the suicide jump, negative for Brink's death. Oh, whoop, sorry. You don't want to hear this crap. Is there anything decent in this playlist? This is all my old mixes. Also, I don't get your reference, Mike Kamano. What do you mean? Hang on, back up to Luffy. Yeah, it's up on the 16 playlist. There we go. It really did, Frieza. And the result was just, huh? Oh, gotcha, Mike Kamano. I will take that as a positive. Thank you. Sorry. Getting caught up on notes. Got distracted. That's not true. Okay. So, I'm kind of building up to something here. Outro. You know, the thing that's still technically paused on the screen right now. I know how I feel about it, to be completely honest. It's just kind of... It is very abrupt. it also, as several people have pointed out, including me, really runs contrary to not only the tone, but the themes of the entire rest of the work. Like, just, it is more or less a Deus Ex Machina. And I don't mean a literal Deus Ex Machina, because there's no data doesn't show up and fix everything. I mean, in the classic literary Greek sense of the word. They come down from Olympus and say, hey, fixed. Like, where that term comes from. And it's just kind of, what? Yeah, we fixed everything. Go home. Also, they're alive. He's cured. She's fine. What? And after being told that you can't interact with anything in Everywhere Land, they managed to... like, the whole thing... I said this earlier. It feels like a common problem in Spielberg works. It is an unearned happy ending, and that diminishes it. So, I don't think it's terrible. I think I'm just going to give it one outro. I've seen worse. But it's abrupt, it's off-tone, and it's unearned. Yeah, it's someone just pulled the get out of jail free card. I was like, here, end the game. Okay. Good night, Mr. Red. Yeah, I know, right? Kira White House. Hey, by the way, you were wrong about everything. Oh. Cool. Thanks for that. Okay, so narrative pacing. This is kind of a hard one to judge in a game like this, but what are we thinking about that? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I don't think there was any narrative padding. Not sure what I think of the plot. There was no that, there was no that. Sound design does get a positive to story. Because hell yeah. Hang on. Did you know I have the power to make someone cry on command? So I can't take that much either. Yeah, you notice I was just holding on there for a second, like, nope, we're good. We're good. Someone mentioned Psalm earlier. Where's my Psalm music? Oh, there it is. Found it. I'm not sure what I think of the pacing of this game. I think I might just call it a wash. I don't think it's particularly good, but I don't think it had any of the issues that some other games have. We have to. The ending plays under it, I would say, Ross. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call the pacing a wash. I don't feel it in the good category, but I don't think it's bad either. And that's the definition of a wash. Plot, if anybody wants to jump on that. Story sequencing and storyboarding are both things we need to consider. Themes. Visual continuity. Visual storytelling, yes. That's what I've been waiting for. Visual storytelling, yes. Voice acting, yes. I mean, the game very clearly has a theme. It's just... you know? I could try to explain that again, if I'm not getting across. Yeah, drugs are bad. And, I don't even know what to add to that. And yeah, the plot is also a little threadbare. It's not bad. I don't think it's negative worthy. But we're just gonna jump over that a little bit. Storyboarding. Correct, Mockingburns. I'm not updating the HUD. I've given up on updating the HUD. I'm trying to update 2 other documents right now. The HUD can go to hell. Let me think about this. So we actually did kill her. It's okay. We brought her back, and she immediately, without hesitation, ran for the cliff and committed suicide. I'm not making that up. Thinking of my other thoughts here. I think I've covered all my main thoughts. I am going to give a general writing positive. This is kind of an umbrella positive, but I think it deserves it in this case. I mean, it's Secret of Mana. Name a bad song in Secret of Mana. I'm sure you could come up with one, but name a bad song in Secret of Mana. Quick, what's my favorite Secret of Mana song? Savacom. I'll put a buck towards something you want to if you guess it. I know, right, Mockingbirds? I non-jokingly, non-memingly talk about that in one of my recent Lorecraft videos, the Tears Fall Glades one. Well, where does it play, Savacom? I know, Melkor. Like, some of the remake songs are actually really good, but there's like 5. And then some of them are just weird, and some of them are actually awful. It's just bizarre. At least they allow you to swap. Something. I think that's actually it. Any other thoughts? Like, I've gone through the spreadsheet. I've gone through it twice, actually, because I feel like I'm missing something. But upon repeat going through, it's like, no, I'm pretty much on par with where I want to be. This is not it for reference. Frieza, you're kind of the majority shareholder and also basically the only one who funded this game. What do you think? Thank you for that, by the way. This is the shortest thank you screen I have ever had to design for these things. The Lich Fight is a damned good song in the original. That would be this one. Yeah, I can't either. Let's go ahead and figure out our final score, shall we? While we play my favorite song in Secret of Mana. I'm glad you enjoyed Frieza, for real. Out of curiosity, did you join because you saw my message, or did you join because you just knew anyways? I'm just curious. Because you messaged me last night while I was doing paperwork wrap-up, and I was like, oh, dude, we're playing this tomorrow. And also other things, which I won't share on camera, but, you know. Hey, Javan, yeah, we're figuring out the golden number right now. So that's 3 divided by 5. Yep, that's 13 divided by 15. Yep. Aw. I'm glad I mentioned something then. And I do hope things... I hope things get continuing better? I don't know if I'm phrasing that wrong, but whatever. Continual incline. That's what I want. Can I get a drum roll, please? I use 3 programs in conjunction, Arspruce. Please don't ask me to go through it. It's actually a hell of a hassle to make it all work. It works, and I like it, because the PS3 controller is like the second best controller ever made, but... Drum roll... Oh... Less than I thought, if I'm being completely honest. 32.49. Let's see who got it. Camper once again gets very close, but the Beepus gets closer. Hang on, that's 32.49. So A lot of 30s guesses. Did Frieza guess? Frieza did not guess. I think it's going to be Diabetes. Did Frieza? Oh, never mind. There you are. Right there. Not bad. I didn't even see that. I'll have to re-alphabetize this list. I think it is Diabetes. I think that's it. He guessed... Or she, it, they... They guessed 33. I think that's as close as we're getting. So congrats! I will put that towards Modern Warfare 1. It's the second time... I think that's actually the third time you've guessed correctly. Have you been, like, spying on me? Are you using your time-traveling powers to guess these correctly? Because I have a couple suggestions for other things you might want to use that for. I know you won at least once before. I thought you won... Oh, no. I remember what it was. Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. So let me go ahead and nuke this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just nuke the guess. Some people probably just want to put it towards the same thing. It's the worm cam. I knew it. There we go. Resorted. Tomorrow. What are we playing tomorrow? I think this is another one of our I have no idea what it is games we're playing tomorrow. Yep, this is a very appropriate song for playing I have no idea what. Apparently playing Tiny and Big tomorrow, which I believe is another point-and-click adventure that I have no idea what it is. Let me go ahead and open the sheet back up for guessing, for anybody who wants to get their guesses in for that. I'm going to go try to slam out a rumination in about an hour, because I have another stream tonight, for those of you not aware. Oh, actually, let me double check that. Hang on. Let me make sure it hasn't been canceled for the 4th week in a row. That's a lot of messages. Okay, we're okay. So yes, we will be playing D&D tonight, for anybody who wants to join us for that. And for those of you who don't, I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as usual, for Tiny and Big, whatever the hell that is.